action film The Northman, in theaters now. Alexander Skarsgård. Driver! Stop! Yeah! Engine!
Hello everyone, I am BowserJrXD, and welcome to the GEICO 500 at Talladega Superspeedway, round 10 of the NASCAR Cup Series for 2022. Now that the starting command has been given, I'm now streaming, and I'm joined today by Fireball Hamlin, which means that I can no way allow anyone from Blue Jimmy 48's fan server to see this. What? Are you playing my stream back as well?
What's up?
Are you playing back my stream as well? Because I heard something else.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want an audio loop to go through.
Oh, yeah, I muted the stream. Don't worry.
Alright, so here, of course, as after the starting command is given, I'm going to go over the starting lineup for today's race. 39 cars qualified. Starting 39th, driving the number 77, Fox Nation Chevrolet for Spire Motorsports, Landon Castle. Starting 38th, driving the number 55, Hex.com Ford for MBM, J.J. Yaley. Starting 37th, driving the number 78, Motorsport Games Ford for Live Fast Motorsports, B.J. McLeod. Starting 36th, driving the number 15, Envision Ford for Rick Ware Racing, David Reagan. Starting 35th, driving the number 44, Morehouse College Chevrolet for New York Racing Team, Greg Biffle. Starting 34th, driving the number 51, Nerdtech ODT Ford for Rick Ware Racing, Cody Ware. Starting 33rd, driving the number 7, Raise Energy Chevrolet for Spire Motorsports, Corey LaJoy. Whoops. Starting 32nd, driving the number 38, First Face Credit Card Ford for Front Row Motorsports, Todd Gilliland. Starting 31st, driving number 62, Wendy's number 5. Wendy's $5 Biggie Bag Beard Oil Chevrolet for Beard Motorsports, Noah Gregson, yesterday's winner. Starting 30th, driving the number in the 17, Fastenal Ford for Roush Fenway Keselowski Racing. Also, I'm gonna put a quick add you into the title. The 4150 America Wow Wow Chevrolet for Chevrolet. This is Stuart Haas. Ford, Cole Custer. Jayski, you done fucked up there. I'm pretty sure the 41 is not a Chevrolet. Starting 28th, driving the number 9, Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports, Chase Elliott. Starting 27th, driving number 48, Ally Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports, Alex Bowman. Starting 26th, driving number 47, Kroger Sunny D Chevrolet for JTG Doherty Racing, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Alright, hold on just one moment. I just want to update the title. There we go. Starting, 25th, driving number 21, Motorcraft Quick Lane Ford for the Wood Brothers, Harrison Burton. Starting 24th, driving number 4, Gear Wrench Ford for Stuart Haas Racing, Kevin Harvick. Starting 23rd, driving number 10, Smithfield IHOP Ford for Stuart Haas Racing, Eric Almirola. Starting 22nd, driving number 12, Worth Ford for Team Penske, Ryan Blaney. Starting 21st, driving number 34, Loves Travel Stops Ford for Front Row Motorsports, Michael McDowell. Starting 20th, driving number 42, Black Rifle Coffee Company Chevrolet for GMS Petty Motorsports, Ty Dillon. Starting 19th, driving number 1, the Moose Fraternity Chevrolet for Team Trackhouse, Ross Chastain. Starting 18th, driving number 2, Menard Sylvania Ford for Team Penske, Austin Cindric. Starting 17th, driving number 14, Mahindra Tractors Ford for Stuart Haas Racing, Chase Briscoe. Starting 16th, driving number 43, U.S. Air Force Chevrolet for Petty GMS Motorsports, Eric Jones. Starting 15th, driving number 6, Castrol Carbon Neutral Ford for Roush Fenway Keselowski Racing, Brad Keselowski. Starting 14th, driving number 3, Bass Pro Shops Tracker Off-Road Chevrolet For Richard Childress Racing, Austin Dillon. Starting 13th, driver number 22, Shell Pennzoil Auto Trader Ford for Team Penske, Joey Logano. Starting 12th, driver number 18, Interstate Batteries Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing, Kyle Busch. Starting 11th, driver number 31, Leaf Filter Gutter Protection Chevrolet for Colleague Racing, Justin Haley. And now for the top 10. Starting 10th, driver number 8, BetMGM Chevrolet for Richard Childress Racing, Tyler Reddick. Starting 9th, driver number 23, McDonald's Toyota for 2311 Racing, Bubba Wallace. Starting 8th, driver number 24, Liberty University Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports, William Byron. Starting 7th, driver number 11, FedEx All-In for Small Business Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing, Denny Hamlin. Starting 6th, yeah, I knew you were going to do that. Starting 6th, driver number 45, Monster Energy Toyota for 2311 Racing, Kurt Busch. Starting 5th, driver number 5, HendrickCars.com Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports, Kyle Larson. Starting 4th, driver number 99, Tootsie's Orchid Lounge Chevrolet for Team Trackhouse, Daniel Suarez. Starting 3rd, driver number 16, Majestic Steel Chevrolet for Colleague Racing, Daniel Hemrick. Starting on the outside pole, driver number 19, Bass Pro Shops Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing, Martin Truex Jr. And on pole, driver number 20, DeWalt Toyota with a pole time of 52.927 seconds and a top speed of 180.928 miles per hour, slower than the Xfinity pole. Christopher Bell, his second career pole. We have no DNQs, and the fastest race ever run here is the fastest race ever. Won by Mark Martin in May of 1997 with a top speed of 188 miles, with an average speed of 188 miles per hour with 0 cautions. All right, now they're actually pulling out. We got Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the booth. And I'm going to go look for a nail clipper because I busted a nail doing the introduction.
You still got some of that in there? You dialed some of that out? What kind of race car you think you got?
Yeah, I have no clue. I hope it rides a little smoother than it did in qualifying, that's for sure. But, you know, in Daytona and Atlanta, the two super speedway samples that we've had so far, handling has been a non-factor for us. So, got all the faith in the world that this dual number 20.
I may or may not bitch a lot about how Fox sucks at their job.
All right, you're at the kind of around the bump.
Because I did that all day yesterday. The fact that they didn't even bring up Jeffrey Earnhardt until after the races ended in the last 2 laps.
Would be really big, but Daytona, I didn't even make it to stage 1 before I crashed. So, getting stage points is really important, but even more important is being there at the end.
All right, Christopher, thanks for talking.
I know Gregson one over here.
Hello, also, hey Nevaeh Music, I'm doing well. Hello,
All right, let's double dip on the
Alberto and NASCAR Fan 88.
Jr. still Jr. in the Fox booth. You got his buddy? Man, you know, everybody
Also, are you gonna,
come to these play race tracks. You've never won here, but you did
Am I gonna
win
what?
stages and
can you like put the link in the server with that everyone?
Oh yeah. I'll copy your link and I'll put it in here so they can watch you.
Yeah.
Well, you got the teammate on the front row with you, so tell us what the plan is when the green flag drops.
Plan is to try to get line
All
here
right.
the last and feel it out and see what we got. So, no idea really, you know, if handling's going to come into play much today, we're not sure. So, just feel all that out, take care of that stuff.
Let's see if we can't hit that sub goal today. No, I have one every day. I usually hit it.
All
So
right, Barnes, thanks for talking to us today. Good luck in the race, buddy.
Alright, man, thank you for having me on your stream. Thanks for being a part of my reaction.
Of course.
For Talladega.
yes, and the same, of course, goes both ways.
It'd be awesome if our driver won too.
Well, that would depend on whose driver gets 1 and who gets 2. No.
Oh boy, we don't want to repeat a 2017 Martinsville.
Far. Was that? Oh yeah, Elliott versus Hamlin.
Yeah.
Or 2020 Martinsville for your case.
Yeah. Alright.
I mean, Bowman's the new Kevin Harvick. the closer. That's how I see it.
Deep in the points and makes it
Yeah.
necessary, in all likelihood, to win a race if he's to make the playoffs. His team realizes
Yeah.
that, and they
Stenhouse is currently, I believe, 28th in points.
pressure coming into town.
I think it's 29th actually.
29th. Yeah. Close enough.
He crashed top 30.
He crashed. You see, he crashes out of the top 30. Nah, 31st is way behind. No, wait. Keselowski. Spire just is not as good.
Fire has been bad.
Well, they've always been bad.
Yeah.
Though.
Ever since
No.
Atlanta, it's just been a shit show.
Great. I got a call from somebody else and it interrupted my stream. Not right now. Great. He just fucked up my stream. My race. There we go.
Finished fourth. A big part of that is communication with he and spotter Josh Williams. They've got it dialed in just right.
No, fuck.
As one team.
I gotta fix this now. Great. Thanks for the call, Owl. I gotta.
No, that's the exit. Head down the
Come on. Work. Great. Now my host. Great. This is not what I need. I didn't need the stream to get all fucked up before the race got started. Come on.
Let's hope it's soon. Here's today's GEICO race analysis for Talladega Superspeedway. 60, 60, and 68 laps are the stage lengths. They are pretty evenly split.
There we go.
188 laps total. Lap 94 would be a complete race, but there's no rain in the forecast. 55
Thank God.
miles an hour down pit road.
Fun. Hello, G.
38 to 42 laps. Daniel Hemrick makes his fourth start of the season here.
Fourth? That doesn't seem right. He's all. They're in. Oh yeah. Like you told me like. I'm gonna say go so when they start so that we're synced up.
The second bell
Racing there and running on first pitch here. And the number 16 going to come right in
Indeed.
this time. And throughout all the pre-race and all the driver interviews, the most oft-heard phrase has been track position, followed by take a push. Yeah, track position is important.
I might be really far behind. Thank you, G Booth. You two have a good day too.
Track position takes all that work out of it. You don't have to work so hard if you can keep that track position and stay up front. You can do that on pit road. Seeing all the in-car cameras that we have here today. 10 in-car cameras. This new next-gen car provides us with a lot of opportunities.
I know. The goal for the playoffs, remember, is I want to have an in-car camera on every single car in the field.
At the short track last night. Rolls off 17th. As we work our way forward, Brad Keselowski.
All right. He's got the GEICO restart now.
Yeah, Mike. Again, as the cars go down to green, a duo of Toyotas leading the pack. As they approach the tri-oval, one of the greatest spectacle of races, the race at Talladega is about to go underway. The field, no, the crowd cheers.
As they come to the line for the first of 188 laps, green flag.
Here we go. We're green at Talladega. Go.
All right.
Christopher Bell on the outside. Looks like there was some team orders for him to take the lead.
Bell leads the field for now.
Trying to control the field here out front.
They go through 1 and 2. Truex slips in behind him. The rest of the pack is double wide behind him. The question is, when are they going to go 3 wide? Or if they stay 2 wide, will they leave the middle lane open like they did yesterday during the Xfinity race? Suarez leads the outside line with yes, he does. Kurt Busch is back in 4th position. Let's see who's going to lead that all-important first lap of the race.
At this point, it looks like it's going to be Jones.
Jones, there's no, yeah, the 43 is way back in the field. Anyway, we'll have to see coming through the tri-oval. Yeah, it's going to be Bell. And now let's let the racing go. We've got 60 laps in this stage. And hopefully no comp caution. Now, yeah.
High draft and Bell.
Ty Dillon at 42, trying to bring Ryan Blaney in the 12 up to the outside. Landon Castle made a trip.
Here comes Suarez. Not okay. Perspective messed with me there. I don't want to update the top 10 until I get a commercial. Third lane is forming way back in the pack. You see Blaney having pulled out. He started in 22nd. He's got a few cars behind him. Possibly not enough to set up the run though, to make that third line run to the front.
Yeah, you can lift off the throttle and still be getting pushed forward into that position. He had to get down to that lane because the third lane did not form on the outside.
Exactly.
Here's another look at it.
All right, they're showing us the moment where I think Blaine tried to pull out. He had Jones behind him.
He could spin that car out. Very, very close. Got him backed up a little bit. But you can tell, just like I said, all those cars stacked up.
No momentum.
Keselowski, Stenhouse, everybody else, he can't slow down. He's already left. Yeah.
He's like, I don't want to. He knows that he came so close to turning Jones there. Very lucky.
I say the 23 wins today.
Oh, will also be very
this time by still double file,
Yeah.
20 rows deep.
Oh, could Suarez lead this lap? I say yes.
The car on the outside leading. The trackhouse entries have a little bit more skew than any of the rest of the.
Remember, they were talking about that in qualifying, indeed.
That car a little bit unstable, getting physical, like contact pushes, tandem pushes. When I say skew, it means the rear of the car is kind of skewed.
Some of the
left
picking on the bottom, focusing on Bell and Suarez. Suarez best finished with the JGR in 2018 at Pocono. Bell, of course, won at the Daytona Road Course last year.
Get this spoiler out of the air by skewing that.
Since then, Bell's been snake bit.
Chase Elliott up 7 positions since the start.
That means he's moved up to 21st.
They're the biggest movers in these first 4 laps. This is so frustrating.
I love the next-gen sound on a plate track.
The 6th, 7th row, there's nothing you can do. There's no other way. There's no other line to get into. You really just kind of sit there, park throttle, waiting on something to happen in front of you. Waiting for that line to go forward.
There's so many things you said right there. So important. Park
What?
throttle. Why you park throttle? Say
I said anybody's lane is getting an advantage.
Okay.
We're clear right now.
Yeah.
When it comes time to pitting and things like that. The other thing that I've already seen, you're gridlocked right now. Once these cars start breaking up, start wearing your tires, you're going to see who can push, blow through that bubble, and who can't.
A lot of chatter on the radios. Here's Joey Logano.
All right, Logano's radio.
Haven't seen it work yet. 2 Chevys behind Brad, probably not the risk we want to take right now.
Risk versus reward.
Yeah, it's like they don't think it's safe to go 3 wide yet. As in, safer position.
I never asked my spotter for information like that. I didn't want him telling me where to go, but it's pretty interesting.
Well, now, actually, what I'm going to check right now on the NASCAR app is how many cars have fallen off the lead draft since the start of the race. We are now 6 laps in. It's bound to the fact that at least one car will have fallen off, probably fallen off. Landon Castle, looks like Landon Castle completely fallen off, but the rest of the field has stayed in place. Maybe the surprise right now is Kevin Harvick mired all the way back in 34th position. Yeah, he's on the way at the back of the draft. His car, like they're just talking about it right now. His car, super bouncy.
He's worried about it getting tight, bouncing, pogoing up the racetrack. We saw a lot of
Harvick, he hasn't won in, let's see, 36 plus 7 plus 9, 52 races. He's gone winless. Indeed.
That's exactly what's going to happen. As the tires start wearing, you get tight, that bounce is only going to amplify all those things.
And if Harvick drops a couple of more spots, his concern will become staying with the draft. Because at Daytona, we saw cars that were at the back of the draft lose touch with that pack pretty quickly.
Yeah, we've been watching that all day.
I'm going to come up on the lap car of Castle soon. The car of Castle soon.
Like you're right.
He's going 8 miles an hour slower than the rest of the field.
When would that happen here?
Hopefully soon. As soon as Dale Jr. leads the field, decides to move up.
That is true. When Dale Jr. leads the field, you follow. I can see Landon Castle on this about a 2/3 of a turn ahead of the rest of the field as they were crossing the tri-oval.
It's starting to get some momentum here. Trish is
Have a chance on that outside line to get the lead, so keep an eye and see if Suarez comes down and side draft the 19 at Truex. Mid-pack, that third row started.
And now we see we do have a third lap.
Is indeed
Oh,
And
boy.
it started exactly.
And is that Logano leading that lap? Yes, it is. Logano leading that outside line. We now have gone 3 wide at
Try
Talladega.
this with him. Brad can a teammate, longtime teammate of his, somebody he believes he can trust. We know Brad can push, and he can push aggressively. Look at.
And the cars moving more cars moving to that outside line to the outside. That's gonna break it. Oh, 4 wide at Talladega. And the one car who did not benefit was Tyler Reddick. When they went back through all the way, he's sliding back through the field. He got stuck. Now he's got to find a place to settle in. Another car stuck on the outside.
That is Landon Castle.
Oh, he's the lapped car, Landon Castle. Castle goes a lap down. Look, I'll be the judge of that. Yes, it is. This is what NASCAR fans live for, watching at plate tracks. Bell still leads the race. In the middle lane is led by Kurt Busch. The lane on the outside led by Daniel Suarez. There are 3 cars in the inside lane that are out in front of the rest of the field, and then the rest is 4 wide, 3 wide.
What will the Toyotas up front do? They're going to get up there and block that 99 car Suarez, or he'll be there outside soon.
Yep, Suarez getting here, and Suarez moves down to the bottom, right in front of William Byron.
That's how quick things can happen. Again,
It's like the giant chess match that is Talladega. Oh, another car. A few cars fell out to the back. A few cars looks like a few cars are bailing out. I think Chastain is one of them. I can't see what the other one is. Where's Bubba?
Bubba just fell back with Hamlin.
Yeah. Oh, Bubba and Hamlin fell back. Yeah, that makes sense. They don't want it. They sense the danger probably because they're all 3 wide right now. We're now 10 laps into this 188 lap fun fest. 5% of the way through.
Kyle Busch out in front of that line on the outside, up beside his brother Kurt Busch.
And new leader Daniel Suarez with William Byron right behind in front of the 2 Toyotas of Bell and Truex. Kurt Busch leads the middle lane still, and the new leader in the outside line, it's Kyle Busch.
You know, after qualifying, Dan, we left that qualifying wondering, when are these Fords going to show up? Wasn't long.
The middle lane is broken up. Well, a lot of the lanes look like they're broken up except for the outside.
4 cars are broken away on
Yeah,
the inside.
4 cars leading single file. All right, commercial break.
Damn commercials.
Good thing the Fox Sports app has a mute button. Mute. So, I'm going to give you a little quiz while we're here.
Me?
Yeah, why not? I like trivia.
Alright, what do you got?
First, how much do you watch IndyCar?
Not too much.
Okay, this is gonna go so well. Are you familiar with the IndyCar split of '96?
No.
Holy shit! My Xfinity race reaction hit over 1,000 views. Right. So right. So when kart. All right. So IndyCar. And kart split obviously in 1996. Kart had most of the road races and street races. IndyCar had, or IRL had the Indy 500 and some of the oval tracks that NASCAR is on. So thinking about kart, I want you to name as many tracks as you think that could have been. Well, you know, there you go. You could try. I don't know how well it'll go. But they went to 20 different tracks.
I don't think I can name.
Yeah, you know, you're probably right. They did go to Brazil. That's right. The Emerson Fittipaldi Speedway. Trapezoid.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, like, old IndyCar.
Alberto has Mid-Ohio. That was also on there. I know oval-wise, let me see if I can remember. 20 tracks. We got Brazil, Homestead, Milwaukee, Nazareth, Michigan, Chicago. Chicago Motor Speedway, California. Wait. Homestead, Rio, Motegi, Nazareth, Milwaukee, California, Chicago, Michigan, road courses, Mid-Ohio, Road America, Laguna Seca, and Long Beach is on there as well. Thank you, Deegan KB fan. Houston, Vancouver, Detroit, Surfers Paradise in Australia. We're back.
We're back.
Switch today and see all the ways you can save. And by Credit One Bank.
We're single file. Get the train.
13 laps complete. Daniel Suarez leading William Byron, Christopher Bell, Martin Truex, and Daniel Hemrick, the top
BMS doing good. Got their
five.
drivers in 7th and 9th.
Randy Bowman. Cart did not go to Indy. Did not go to the Indy Oval.
36.
It's like Kyle Busch has also gone back to Hamlin.
Yeah, I see. It's Suarez, mi amigo.
So what he's talking about is his car's traveling. When he lifts, it noses down. The front of the car travels, and it's bottoming out. Clint, that's got to be pretty.
Now I'm going to finally update the top 10 now that they've kind of straightened out.
In that mix, worrying about that car shooting up the racetrack.
Product or no practice.
So it's Suarez, Byron, Bell, Truex, Hemrick, Larson, Ty Dillon, Justin Haley, Eric Jones, Kurt Busch.
We thought they were going back there because they felt like it was a bit too busy up front, but it's really a balance issue. They'll have to work on that on the first pit stop.
Hamlin, a 5-time super speedway winner, including 2 victories here. Well, the front of the field is single file. Pretty orderly 2-lane procession right now.
Yeah, and there's a lot of Chevrolets up at the top.
Right, now it's starting to get too wide back from 10th on back.
But so far, this early in the race, they're still there.
Or 9th on.
Found each other. In my opinion, they've all found one another, working on those outlines. That conversation we talked about in the pre-race, that's what I see going on right now.
Now, Tyler Reddick, you saw him at 5th place.
Mexicano número uno, muy bien.
Right through the center lane, back to 25th. Jamie.
And I listened to the radio after that happened, and we spotted Derek Nealon said, my bad, I was on channel 2, so I had a late call there. Tyler said, no problem, I'm having an issue with my mirror, and my car is just bouncing around so much. So right now, ride quality not good on the 8, and neither is his track position.
Another ride quality issue comment.
Looking back through the field, I'm going to look at the NASCAR app, see how any of the other, if any of the back markers are doing well, because we are on a plate track.
With his teammate Eric Jones.
None. Yeah, Eric Jones up in the 9th position. There's Elliott. He started from he started in the 28th position up to 12th.
A great start to the race, moving up from where he started in.
Elliott is probably an underrated plate racer. He's won at Talladega before, and he can make the moves. I think Byron's the better plate racer, but Elliott is no slouch himself.
Make him be able to be aggressive in the pack and later on in the event with that race car. So far, so good. Chase happy in the car. Appears to be driving very well.
Got some teammates in the outside line working on the front. Teammates.
Noah Gregson, that doesn't surprise me. He was getting the beard car is always good on the super speedways, and that's much. He was making his moves in the top 15 earlier in Daytona before he was wrecked out.
A few years.
I was hoping Brandon Gauntlet in 2009 had to put second and goal.
Two Chevrolets able to push really well. They were able to make speed, something we didn't see in Daytona.
His career best finish, 3rd, came here in 2020.
Yeah, I agree. If they don't get up to block him, Suarez
On the outside.
you might see OT tie in the lead soon.
Vince?
Well, and as Alco Jr.'s comments well displayed, it has been a very good season. They were 10th at Bristol last week. They were 11th at Daytona. This is a team, especially on these super speedways, that feels like they can come up and contend. Right now, like others, not really happy with the ride quality, loose over the bumps, and need a little bit of grip on that nose. It's a little too much, too unstable for Ty Dillon's liking.
You saw the hood flap on the 43 car. Barrett Jones, it's a lot larger, taller than on the previous race car. When that thing pops
I
up,
love this sound so much.
Yeah, a lot bigger, but honestly, it tells you
20 laps in.
you know about a diffuser.
10% of the way complete.
The old car just a little bit, but looking back at the Daytona 500 immediately, the first thing I noticed, all that air is driven and forced straight through onto that hood, creating that vacuum right there, lifting those flaps.
But as a driver, it's really annoying, and it could destroy itself. Then you got more problems teams got to worry about.
Elliott to the top 10.
Pretty annoyed, pretty concerned when I see. Watch this thing right there, second car on the outside line. Look how tall that thing is, way up in front. It's like completely blocks the view of the driver just momentarily.
Yeah, I'm going to argue with you, man. If that thing's doing that, that means my hot rod's fast and it's wanting to push through the other guy. I'm okay with it, boys. Just make sure this thing stays fast.
Well, he was. He's getting there.
And Byron both in Chevrolets, and Christopher Bell and Martin Truex in Toyotas. 20 laps completed.
It feels like we're in a time loop because we got White Hot Ranch Nacho Fries every day. Yeah. Same dip, different day.
Spice up every bite with the new White Hot Ranch Nacho Fries at Taco Bell.
Want more from your vitamin brand? Get more with Nature's.
Here we go. Muted. All right. Any predictions on race winners? I had the 23. I can definitely guess who Fireball Hamlin is picking. It couldn't possibly be the 11, could it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was pretty cool to see Bubba Wallace or Kurt Busch win.
Yeah. You know, the sad part is, right now, Bubba has more points than Hamlin.
Yeah.
The team owner should be doing the best, theoretically. Even with his win, he's had, like, 3 straight finishes, a few straight finishes outside the top 30.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's been his only top 10, like, I almost check racing record. This is where age finally kicks in. He's had one top 10, that being his one, an average finish of 23.1, and 4 DNFs. Theoretically, this should be a track that he dominates on.
Yeah, but he's falling back. If he didn't have that win, he'd be battling up with the other guys.
You want Kurt to win, or you want Suarez to win?
He did in 2020 playoff Talladega, where he fell back.
Oh, sweet. They're finally having a MasterChef All-Star season. Oh, God. I've been waiting for that for so long.
Gordon Ramsay to watch is fucking amazing. He's best at Hell's Kitchen.
I don't like it as drama when it's dramatic. I just want to see the food. You know what I mean? All right, we'll be back soon. There's Bubba Wallace. Hamlin and Winston points this to be into back. Yeah. I don't know, maybe there will be multiple winners and he'll get knocked out of the points.
Yeah. That's what there's multiple winners. I thought someone would be up there like maybe
16th, and Denny Hamlin with a rough riding car, perched out back there with Chase Briscoe out the back, Michael McDowell, Eric Almirola. Daniel Suarez led more laps today than his career here at Talladega prior to today.
Dale, one of the conversations we wanted to answer was how these Chevrolets, and you're riding the East
Suarez, Byron, Bell, Truex, Hemrick, Larson, Haley, Ty,
today.
Now Kurt,
with the fast
Elliott,
speed.
Ty.
I wondered if there was something to that. Were they working on how they were drafting, how they could do better themselves for race day? And man, top 13, there's only 3 other cars in it, and those are Toyotas.
What was wild is when we saw the 9-car qualify so poorly, some of his teammates qualify in the top 10. I immediately assumed
Where's Gregson at? He's in the
They missed
15th
it.
position.
They were bottoming out, something about the balance of the car. But then maybe they were doing something intentionally to race better that's going to cause that car to qualify poorly.
Let's check the weather now. You know, guys, this is our first race at Talladega with the next gen car. I know we raced in the Daytona 500, but I can never remember being 25 laps into the start of a race at Talladega and basically seeing no separation from first to 38. Less than 3 seconds between the driver leading the race.
Yeah, we've only had one. We've only had one car fall off the line.
The fellow who has gained the most positions is Noah Gregson.
Wait, did Castle bring it back to the main pack?
No, well, I don't know where Castle is at, but the 38 cars in the lead lap. Wait, Gregson, best lap of the race.
5.1 miles per hour. And that is our Xfinity fastest lap of the race so far.
And he's been
Seen
flying.
that, car run fast here before with Brandon Gall driving it and make a great speedway program, and he's coming off a win yesterday, bringing a ton of confidence into this morning.
And as we learned at Daytona, Beard Motorsports has just one full-time employee. And look at the ride they're getting today, Jamie.
Get that Wendy's exposure.
You just mentioned he won yesterday. Well, he may have celebrated a little bit. He went
There's no Wendy's near me, though.
Last night, and I saw him, and he said today's going to be a rough one, but we're excited about our opportunity because they're just here to win.
You know what would be cool? If some team just ran a car for the Xfinity Series winner the next day.
For Noah, with Mullet, Noah, and not Noah.
Assuming.
Here comes the car outside, Chase Elliott trying to put something together.
Do you have anything to do with that deal? Just tell him cut that off? Cut that noise off?
He just woke up one day and said he wanted to work. You know that kids are. Chase leading that outside line, getting to push him hard.
Only problem is how would you
Talking about the balance
qualify
of his car. Seems like maybe that's improved as the air pressure's come up, Clint.
He took the words right out of my mouth. That's where I was going to go with that. Certainly can, and I think that same thing can happen at 11 at Denny Hamlin. You heard him talk about the very same thing. As those pressures come up, that should get better.
Now, they are the leading Fords, they being Harvick in 10th and Cole Custer right on his bumper, Stewart Haas teammates.
Oh, now we're going double wide. It's approaching the lead again.
Cars were out there earlier, couldn't do it. They're on the bottom group now.
Outside line led by Chase Elliott.
The 16 of Henry.
Two different things I saw there, Dale, that helped.
The outside line got organized quickly.
Talked about that, you hear that, but I think the 9.
Wonder how loud the crowd will roar if the number 9 makes it to the lead.
That 4 car is a Ford. We saw in Daytona how well.
They're making their moves. They're past Hemrick, and now they're making their way past Martin Truex Jr.
The ability to really get up behind the car and get to it is easier for the Ford.
But he's got in the 9 car, staying on that. The 9 has to drag his brake, has to do stuffing to try to keep them connected. Because the minute you do, it'll shoot you out, and your success is gone.
Meanwhile, 2 Chevys lead this. Daniel Suarez and William Byron, the Atlanta winner. When we come back,
The Atlanta winner and the Martinsville winner. USAA. Yeesh. Logano's roof cam is a cracked lens. I didn't even see that. Also, wait, where's Todd Gilliland is in the top 15.
Gilliland has had
for front row. He's a, what, 28th in points?
Yeah, but he hasn't been like involved in a lot of crashes.
No, but man, that team just sucks.
True.
And McDowell's 26th in points, I think.
Won't be long until that team shuts down.
I don't know. They're hanging in there.
The only highlight was McDowell winning the 500, but his playoff hopes ended the very first race.
I mean, right. Reagan won for them at Talladega, and Bush won for them at Pocono.
Reagan, I always love to see David Reagan at these super speedways.
Holy hell. All right. Just also, we're about 15%, 30% of 15% of the way through the race.
And we're back.
Wow, great.
NASCAR is sponsored by Toyota. Let's go places. Well, the pit window is open. And
Some of the car. It's time for fuel strategy or pit strategy time. Reddick is in the pit. Oh, hood's up.
Something's wrong.
That sucks.
Put it around there in the left rear.
Reddick currently 11th in points, if I remember this correctly.
Road's broken the field in half. We pan back here a little bit. You can see right at the top of the screen now, it's broken into.
He was running about 25th.
You see this back line is broke up really bad. Those guys.
Yeah, Reddick was 11th in points.
They're going to be left out pretty fast.
Jamie, what's wrong with Reddick?
He's 29 over the cut line.
Got off pitch. I could hear the engine get off pitch, and then it was just done. So he said, "I'm blowing out.
Oh, he's done.
Up, he's done.
Sometimes
You see oil leak right underneath the car.
You always tell yourself
Well, that sucks.
You hear that thing drop
Well, Reddick drops out of the race. So it was the last car. We've got your thing. Yeah.
The first 30 laps of this race, the entire pack stayed together. Now they are broken up somewhat. But we will see manufacturers try to pit their cars together.
Fords, Toyotas, and Chevy.
Whole fleet of Fords and Chevrolets, the rest of the field, and they'll try to pit in groups.
All right.
So they have a draft to work with when they leave.
Time to go to pit road.
Coming to pit road now, the Fords. Some of the Fords coming to pit road.
Oh, Brad was speeding.
Cody Ware spins entering pit road. You know, they shouldn't. No caution, I assume.
And Cody Ware.
He sucks at his shop. You know, I don't think it's. You know, I don't think it's just the team. You know what I'm saying?
Locked up.
Yeah.
Mike, quick stop for Ryan Blaney car, just a little bit too tight, otherwise fine with that race car.
I mean, the team's terrible.
Both of the RFK cars as well.
Cody fucking Ware.
Not able to come off pit road.
All right.
The Ford's a slow stop for him.
Not all the Fords able to get on and off. Here, yeah, the Toyotas. I see Bell, Truex, Kurt. Keselowski too fast on pit road. Oh, and Bowman went with them as well. It's right next to his best friend, Denny Hamlin.
Kurt Busch in the 45, and as well as his team hasn't said much about the handling of this.
I mean, it's not just about manufacturers. It's also about you want to get off and get on with somebody because you want to lose the draft.
That car in the pack is pretty good when he's out front, bouncing just a little bit too much for him right now.
Levin had to back up. He slid through his box.
Oh, Hamlin slid through his box. He had to back up. That's going to hurt him.
48 stopped with those Toyotas. Alex Bowman, well, friends are where you find them, I guess.
Who's next? A gaggle of Chevys.
My goodness. Looks like everybody's getting there at good speed.
God damn. Yeah, that's going to be a big pack. Oh, Haley had to really slow up to enter his pit stall.
Now in the number 16 car, free on entry when the pack surges. His biggest complaint.
So it looks like some of the cars didn't pit yet. Custer, Logano, Burton, Kyle Busch, McLeod, Hemrick, Larson, there's a bunch that just haven't pitted yet.
Right side's only in gas for Suarez. He said it's just a little bit too free when he's getting pushed.
So 5 cars haven't pitted. Custer, Logano, Burton, Kyle Busch, and McLeod. Fords and Toyota, and a Toyota.
Justin Haley's going to come off pit road a little bit behind that pack to lose the
Yeah,
draft.
Haley's probably going to lose the draft because
A lot of cars taking 2 tires.
he was slow getting on into his place. All right. Logano goes another, no. 1 car stayed on track. Never mind, I thought, okay. Never mind, I'm wrong. No, 1 car did stay on track. Kyle, one of the cars, I think was, 1 car stayed on track. Was it Kyle Busch?
Almost trouble there. Ran over a hose, but all is good for the 22. They took right sides on.
Never mind, he's in there. I don't know. I thought I saw a car take an extra lap before. Maybe I was wrong.
Custer waiting on gas after taking 2 tires, and so is Kyle Busch. They will all leave pit road together.
I don't see McLeod.
Chastain too fast exiting.
Chastain too fast exiting.
As Tyler Reddick's car has been pushed to the garage area.
All right. Larson leads the pack of cars. So they're gonna pass Kyle and Custer. That leaves Logano and Burton. Will they catch up? Will they catch up to them?
Speed going through the gears. Larson in the pack is coming.
They go to the outside. New leader, Kyle Larson, followed by William Byron and Chase Elliott. It's a Hendrick 1, 2, 3 at the moment.
Those 3 Hendrick cars, 1, 2, 3.
And that entire top line is just passing by.
So during this first round of pit stops, first Cody Ware spun getting onto pit road. Then Brad Keselowski locks them up coming onto pit road, trying to avoid a speeding penalty. He was unsuccessful at that. There goes Ware. Pirouetting in front
The
of
fact they didn't hit anyone is a miracle.
Denny Hamlin overshot his pit box. And then speeding penalties for Ross Chastain.
Ross still out on the racetrack, yet to serve his
Oh,
penalty.
Chastain does not serve his penalty.
Is easy.
So I'm going to ignore him right now on the scoring.
One car right there, I think he's fifth in line, so let's watch and see what he does here.
Oh, yeah, Brad also got a penalty.
Yeah, I know that.
Tell those guys, warn those guys, he'll be peeling off.
Keselowski has already come down pit road and served his penalty, but he is out there by himself.
There's Chastain.
Trying to hold on to the end of stage 1 to keep from going a lap down. 39 laps complete. Kyle Larson, William Byron, Chase Elliott. Team Hendrick out in front.
Last time Hendrick won here was Elliott's victory. Back in 2019. All right, I think the next commercial that we go to will be the end of the stage. At least I can hope. Reddick is now 9 laps down. Well, no, he's still he's on the race, so it doesn't matter. 1 lap behind. Oh, Castle's still a lap down. All right, looking at the pack of cars, we have one main pack that is 25 cars long, going from Larson to Austin Cindric. Then you have David Reagan's out on his own, 3 seconds behind that pack. Then separated with a separation of 2 seconds is Noah Gragson. Then another 2 seconds back to Greg Biffle. Finally, we have 6 seconds back to the rest of the cars on the lead. We have 6 second separation to 5 cars: Gilliland, McLeod, Yaley, Hamlin, and Haley. Finally, we then 13 seconds behind them are McDowell and Chastain, and then 10 seconds behind them is Keselowski on his own.
Cody Ware went a lap down. Shocker. I think Brad's about to go a lap down just in a few minutes.
All right. Next week is Dover. Last year, we had the Hendrick 1, 2, 3, 4, and they led a combined 380-something laps. Glorious. Oh, we're back.
Great. And fans.
42 green flag laps completed. Talladega.
42, all right. Or coming up on the 25% way clear point.
Super 6. Just scan the QR code on your screen and enter your 6 picks into the Stage 2 contest with your free chance to win. Over the pole center finish. How many lead changes by the end of Stage 2? Fastest lap, most laps led, number of caution laps, and the best end of race finish by a winless Talladega driver.
You gotta have all 6
So I'm going to change the view goal.
We have so many questions.
Yes.
We got so many questions, Clint.
They've given away over $100,000 of his money so far.
I'm going to start trying.
Yeah, and we upped the ante this weekend. You know, knew you were going to be in
never
the
seen
deal.
somebody-
This is an opportunity for me with $25,000 and literally try to buy some of your fans away from you.
I've never seen somebody so happy
Free to
giving away
play.
money.
Also, D Cowboys fan, I would please don't tell me when someone's crashing. I want to react to it without knowledge of it happening.
Denny Hamlin had a multitude of issues on that stop. He is now 32nd, Regan.
Nah.
Mike, a number of issues on that stop.
Not talking about someone in my
cool
chat.
Story down here on pit road for this team today. The front tire changer, normal front tire changer, Blake Houston, is out today. He's at home with his wife giving birth to a baby. They're having a child. With that opens opportunity. Jackson Gibbs, son of J.D. Gibbs on pit road, making the tire changing for the number 11 car. First time over pit wall for him. The first stop ever in any series. He's been training since 2021 on the developmental crew. Getting ready for a big pressure moment. Coming down pit road. Your driver's
Training him on the outside.
the first time. But a very cool story down here.
What about them?
Very much so.
Riding on board here with the next car to go a lap down.
Okay.
Troubles on pit road. Speeding. Serving the pack. That's the pack coming up.
Look at Keselowski's camera. You can see the pack closing in, just as Junior said.
Does not have the benefit of the draft.
Here comes the pack. Keselowski now a lap down.
I'm not worried.
It's getting trained, railroaded. I didn't even see Bub on the outside. Yeah, Bub on the outside.
Coming a lap down. All he has to do is get settled in somewhere where he can. And then go up there and race to the guy that's going to be the next one a lap down.
He's fine because the next car 1 lap down. Cody Ware is about half a lap back, and Landon Castle even further back on the racetrack.
But to the point, when they catch them, he needs to be up to speed. Can't just lose the draft here. He'll be even further behind.
Right. Yeah, this field's going to catch another couple cars here in a little bit. Chastain and McDowell running together just about 37 seconds behind the leaders. Soon enough, they'll be catching those guys and putting them a lap down.
Larry, how about our leaders?
Well, what I find interesting, the 3 Hendrick Chevrolet drivers at the front, Larson, Byron, and Ellis, they pitted with all those Chevrolet teams at lap 36, but then their teammate, Alex Bowman in the 48, it was duly noted, he pitted a lap early with the Toyotas, but I think it's because they were double foul coming to those green flag pit stops, and he just felt like that was his best opportunity to make as much time as possible is to pit with the Toyotas.
So Bowman is now
15th.
While his teammates are 1, 2, 3. With that pit stop strategy having much to do with it. Bubba Wallace has been leading that outside line for quite a while now since pit stops, not making a lot of gains on the drivers on the inside lane. Jamie.
William Byron right now content running second. You look back to Daytona, that's what all these teams looked at for what to expect with this car. Well, he barely made it to the end of stage 1. He got wrecked out. But they came back in Atlanta, that plate style racing, and they won it. One thing that William took away from that race, this car handles better. You can push better. You can be more aggressive. And that set him at ease. And right now, he's happy with the car, no complaints.
And I think that's a focus. You know, again, going back to Saturday's qualifying, immediately when they didn't go straight to the top of the board, Dale and I were like, wait a minute here. Was this something, a focus factor? And I think talking to some of the guys over there, you know, they're said, yes, I'm tired of sitting on poles. We're here to win the race this weekend. Made some adjustments, and man, it sure seems like it's paying off.
I know, without any practice, only using sim, no on-track activity, you got to give it to these engineers and these teams to be able to develop and understand what to do to the cars. I'm just curious as to what did they do to basically flip this 180 degrees from Daytona and give these guys the comfort to push.
So far, working well for Hendrick Motorsports. Kyle Larson still looking for his first Super Speedway top 5 finish as we take you, Fox, side by side.
All right, I'm here. What are the odds we get a crash during the side by side? It's a meatball. Darlington Raceway, 2 weeks from today. It's going to be Mother's Day, and it's going to be Throwback Weekend. I can't wait to see. My favorite one is definitely right now Byron's number 24, throwing back to Jeff Gordon's 07 season.
Bowman's placed second best to that.
Nah, I'd say Wallace Allen doing the other 2007 throwback to Jeff Gordon.
Yeah.
I'm very biased towards Jeff Gordon. He's my favorite driver of all time. And probably, in my opinion, the best driver in NASCAR history.
Yeah. Wallace looking to get third from Elliott.
I even see. Yeah, now we have some separation going on between first and second and third. Like that's gonna help the outside line accordion up.
I'm starting a wreck before this stage is over.
I remember there was a wreck every stage last year. Logano wrecked out. Logano had his flip. Then the 3 Hendrick cars that all got spun up by Hamlin.
Yeah.
At once.
All he had to do was just stay in line in that race, and he would have gotten the free pass easily. But nope, he wanted to lead the pack and not get the free pass.
Yeah. Here comes Bubba! With Bell behind him and Truex behind him. And Kurt Busch behind him.
People are questioning if the Toyotas were as good as they are in the pack as they were in qualifying. Well, there's your answer right there.
But now they're coming up on the lap cars of Chastain and Keselowski. Or McDowell. Chastain and McDowell. They're going to split Chastain 3 wide. Are they going to get to McDowell? No, because this is how racing should be. We're 3 wide now. Here comes Bubba to the lead.
And lap down, Ross Chastain in the 1 and Michael McDowell in the 34 did not make it easy for the onrushing leaders.
McDowell, both lines pushing each other as well.
Yeah, McDowell stayed on the bottom, and the 1 goes to the middle. Chastain, everybody's like, what are you doing, Chastain? Now this is difficult for everybody except for the high line. They've got a pretty much straight shot around that 1 car.
I was including that. I mean, so close to being in a wreck right there, and if it would have been on his hands, that would have looked pretty bad.
What it did for Chastain was put him in the free pass position, as this stage has just 8 laps to go.
And also getting the conversation from a few of these drivers after the race.
Exactly. Pretty early in the race for a bold move like that.
We're back to 2 wide. Outside line has the momentum coming to the finish line.
Well, what made that even more tough was one of them did. One of them stayed in the bottom, and then one of them went to the middle.
Bubba leads both. Now it's the block for both lanes.
But it has pulled this whole pack back together in one long freight train.
It's not a freight train if it's too wide, Mike.
A little more intense. The pushing gets a little bit harder.
Good push from Byron to Larson. Pushed right on the straightaway. Larson actually bobbled a bit. But now Larson is back in the lead.
Moving around a lot on the nose of the car behind him.
I was going to say, you can't just put it on Chevrolets. Those Toyotas on the outside. Christopher Bell pushing Bubba Wallace. That was very
Notice Bowman is back in the top 10.
He elected to get off of him.
It's all Hendrick cars are in the top 10. We got 4 Toyotas in the top 10.
Lead draft, there is one lone car out in front of them
Oh, we're coming up on the next lap car. Yaley in the 55.
It's getting intense. Coming to 5 to go.
Which means Chastain might lose the free pass as well, because they're probably going to come cruising up on him. Also, the back of the pack is kind of broken. The back of the freight train is broken off, and that's from 20th to 25th, from Ty Dillon to Chris Buescher, to Harrison Burton, I mean.
You see it time and time again. William Byron pushing Kyle Larson in that lead.
Yaley goes super high just to get out of the way.
I know you didn't like that much, but won me a couple races that way, huh?
Yeah, there's some guys that loved it.
Yaley stays up high and out of the way.
What if makes me wonder if the if it helped the the middle lane side draft.
No chance. We'll stay up top.
And the free pass driver still Ross Chastain back there.
Oh, really?
On that outside line.
Oh yeah, because Chastain's in the draft.
Here comes Logano.
Brad's gonna try to get that outside line.
Logano to the outside. Keselowski right behind.
22 car.
He's getting wiggly. He's getting very wiggly. He's got his former teammate behind him. Will Keselowski crash somebody out again? No, they don't. My lord. Keselowski's pushing as aggressively as Logano pushes. Holy crap. Like, you see that 22 wiggling around like a nervous dog, like a cat on a rocking chair. All right. Keselowski pulls to the inside of Logano. Holy shit, man. That's good racing. Except if you're Logano. Logano pulls in behind Buescher.
Man, I'm not going to be a part of this.
Larson back to the inside.
With Byron behind, pushing him up there. Oh, car spinning. There goes Biffle, and he hits Briscoe. We got a crash. Another car in the wall. It's another car. Another car in the wall. It's Chris Buescher. Yeah, Briscoe, the wheels on that thing skewed apart. Buescher's car torn apart on the left side. Yeah.
That was a bad hit.
Yes, he will. Well,
Contact with Hemrick, then the wall.
unless they get it restarted, but they probably won't.
That was definitely what that was. Still hooked up, Chase. Get out of that thing. So great to see him. You know, these new cars, the safety features behind him, that whatever is a bam bam hit or not, I'm telling you.
My man, Motorsports Fan 17, will not be happy about that.
Quickly on the scene there.
Oh, maybe it wasn't Biffle, it was Hemrick, actually.
And Chase Briscoe's day.
All right, Ross Chastain gets the free pass.
Let's go to our Goodyear aerial coverage and see if we can sort out the start of this.
Austin Dillon behind the 16 there.
Let's see what happened.
Down into turn 3.
Yeah, it was Hemrick, not Biffle, like I thought it was.
This racket opinion.
I think something broke in that car.
Something happened with the car.
That's what Boyer said.
Yeah.
And it did look like something worse, wacky happened in the inside lane. Okay. Hemrick. All right. Well, problem is that, yeah, that car broke.
Slow down. He's lost power or something. All those guys behind
coming up, guys.
Now up the track, a quick, speedy racket pinion steering. He gets behind.
All right. Well, Buescher is Briscoe and obviously Hemrick. They're now all a lap down for the damage.
Blown up. Sure did.
Oh, the car blew up in the draft.
Leaving them nowhere to go, getting into 3. Horrible timing on that, but you knew you.
At least the tire didn't fly off like they did in the beginning.
14 car.
Yeah.
Watch right side of your screen during this contact. Watch what the driver goes through at Talladega.
Got it.
Stanley, Eric Jones, Logan, ready to go. Bubba Wallace, and Coda.
Check up.
Oh, the you can see the death of the camera live.
Camera died.
Well, then it came back alive, or a different camera. Okay, yeah.
And that is the second ECR engine that had trouble today.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah. Our Collie you know where our Collie gets its engines from? ECR. So, Earnhardt Childress engines. Reddick lost his earlier. So actually, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Alright, yeah, I'll be right back.
Alright, I'm back.
It's cold and it's me. It's waiting for you. Come on, head for the mountains of life.
As a Main Street bank, PNC has helped over 7 million kids develop their passion for learning. And now we're providing $88 billion to support underserved communities, helping us all move forward financially. PNC Bank. See how we can make a difference for you.
Welcome to the future. Some assembly required. But if there's one thing this country has always embraced, it's a challenge. And after almost 120 years of building for these challenges, we're taking the vehicles you know by hand.
All right.
Recognizing the way they built, they were the people, for the few, the for the many.
P24 in stage 1 right now. For Hamlin.
Alright. Anyway, top 10 for the stage. Wallace, Bell, Larson, Byron, Truex, Elliott, Kurt Busch, Jones, Bowman, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Starving right now, but I'm running out of snacks.
Sesame, and chocolate-covered goodness with real-time data-driven precision. Let's create supply chains that have an appetite for performance. Idea. Let's create. Pods handles packet your case, store your things until you're ready, then deliver to
Yeah, could you mute your thing while it's a commercial?
Pods, your personal moving and storage team.
Never mind, I'll
Alright, we're back.
do that. Alright, now we're back.
More driven. Completing lap 60 here at Talladega. And we complete the stage under the caution, the top 10 receiving points. Bubba Wallace with his third stage win, all in the last 3 races here. Now watch Daniel Hemrick in the 16, and that's Austin Dillon right behind him. And you can see, clearly Hemrick backs into Dillon. Loses his forward motion.
Engine blew.
Alongside, and then he collects Chase Briscoe and the 17. So let's ride and listen to Hemrick.
Boom, man, you saw it. He got on that button. As soon as it did it, you heard it blow up. You saw his hand, his thumb get on that button. Way it went.
Nice shots from our majestic steel cam. And now we'll go to Austin Dillon, who was right behind him.
Didn't sound like I touched it all.
So close.
So Austin Dillon, of course, he's wondering, 2 ECR engines has trouble. He asked Richard Childress. What's up?
What's the engine problems? If we have any news, is there any way we can save it? No, I think it's time to change. So, nothing you're going to do. Having built cars, we've run them for thousands of miles, but what happens, I know what happens to 8, I'm not sure about this one.
So at least one timing belt failure.
And they'll figure out as fast as they can what happened to the 16 if it's anything similar. And then that's when it gets to be a concern if you got two of the same issues. And Clint, you talked about it during the break. We're talking about a timing belt breaking. And me and you, we usually think that when we hear timing belt breaking, it's another issue that creates that problem, right?
9 times out of 10 in any experience I have, you have one of those break, it's because something came apart in the engine. Something quit turning and broke that belt.
We're going to pit road.
Bubba Wallace leads them on to pit road at the end of stage 1. Jamie?
And William Byron in the 24, really happy with the balance. Said he's a little loose, but it's minimal. A 4-tire stop here. Bubba Wallace just got his first stage win of the year and his 3rd career here at Talladega. Says the car is good. It's just getting a little bit hot. 4 tires here, Vince.
19 of Martin Truex Jr., his crew chief James Small, down off the box because they're short a crew member. The car, however, is excellent. Truex said no changes. Riggin.
Kyle Larson in the 5 car, happy with that race car. Said the front end is positive, means that it's turning well. Ride quality.
Larson wins the race off pit road.
Sitting on pit road.
Ellis.
That car was bouncing too much for him. Felt like
Hendrick with a great run off pit road.
In that stage, big changes on this 20 car.
Couple for Ryan Blaney. Top of the screen, you see a gas can out in pit road.
Right. Let's point out. Elliot. Oh, Bell. Is there a problem?
And the 20 car, both with extended stays on pit road here.
Bell is still. Hamlin. Hamlin too. In Stenhouse.
Check in. They've been under the hood on Ricky Stenhouse. Long stop for Christopher Bell.
Why take their time?
Let's do it. Hey, Bubba Wallace, it's Boyer, Dale Jr., Mike Joy.
Anyway, yeah, that's why Elliott was super loose coming off a pit road. Like, that thing was swinging.
First, your last 3 super speedway races, very good on these types of racetracks. A stage win, what do you got, and what do you have for the rest of the race?
Yeah, no, I really think our McDonald's Toyota Camry's solid. Guys at the shop did a really good job unloading, having the speed, being able to maneuver. Toyota teammates working really well together, showing our strengths there. But long way to go. It's hot and slick. You've done it before. You know how it is. A little sketchy when they're pushing you. Hanging on tight. Having fun though.
We saw them big pushes, man. Keep doing it. Good luck.
Appreciate it.
Bubba Wallace last year scored an emotional victory in the fall race here at Talladega. He has just won stage 1.
Here's my dip.
Yes, sweetie! Did you bring yourself a layer dip?
Yeah, but it's just 7 layers of beans.
Resourceful. Or did you invite all your friends to watch your favorite team?
They're losing, but that's okay.
So sweet, so unique. Baby, there's nothing better. I bet you probably done something that deserves a Dr. Pepper. Did you pretend to like sports or your girlfriend's dad would like you better?
What? No, I love sports.
Me too.
Everyone's done something that deserves a Dr. Pepper.
They tried to cancel me. They tried to shut me up. And they failed. In a world gone woke, I'm not afraid of calling out people who deserve it and praising those who've earned it. I'm going to cancel culture to annoy all the right people and to have...
I didn't even realize I had this on. Okay. Oh.
Man, I miss Tony Parker and the San Antonio Spurs. Spurs were in their prime in 2014, mid-2000s. My God, it's so great to watch all of them.
All right, Yeah, we're back.
Race Up is your home
We're getting there.
daily NASCAR show. NASCAR Race Up, weeknights at 6 Eastern on FS1.
Keep Adam Alexander there. I've had enough of that man, frankly. Because he sucks at his job. And I could do his voice and call the race better.
Come on. Who's yours now?
We got.
All right, are we gonna be back soon with the race? Excuse me. Come on, hurry up. Oh, there we go.
NFL action continues with a Saturday doubleheader on Fox. At 4 Eastern, the Tampa Bay Bandits take on the Houston Gamblers. Then it's the Birmingham Stallions versus the New Orleans Breakers. So the attrition continues. There's the Ford Performance Cam having a look at the hood of Chase Briscoe as his car is removed on the hook and out of the race after that crash at lap 57. Daniel Hemrick also out of race after apparently the engine went on his car.
No shit, they said it.
Engines has 10 of the 39 cars.
Now we're figuring this out after pit stops.
That one and the 8 that you heard Richard Childress say was out due to timing belt failure. The battle for the free pass was won by Ross Chastain, so he is back on the lead lap. The loose fuel can was Kyle Busch's, so he gets a penalty.
All right, here we go. Pace car is off. We're getting ready to start stage 2. Yep, and after stage 2, I'm gonna go pick up dinner, because that's what I do.
Imagine there's some orders here for one of them to control the front of this.
There we go.
Car's gonna launch first.
Green flag back in the air, as Rick Allen would say. Larson moves back in line.
Now Eric Jones in the 43 is right up there because according to Larry Mack, he was the only car that lead back that took just 2 tires on his pit stop.
He's a lone Chevrolet leading that outside line. Got a couple Toyotas behind down the back straightaway. Everybody started building up that momentum. Gonna see a good push from Bubba Wallace on the outside.
Look at this push on the inside.
Yep. We'll see. Let's see if the momentum will peter out. Right now, Jones is side by side with Larson, but right now Byron's getting to that back bumper of Larson where Jones is slightly separated from Bubba at the moment. He'll have some of the momentum coming off of the high side. But Bubba's pushing well.
Side by side across the finish line here. Eric Jones trying to get that lead with a little help.
I think Jones does take that. Jones' first win came on a plate track, the 2018 Summer Daytona race, and Jones is out to the lead. He swings down to the Chevrolets.
Oh, back up for a block hole.
And he comes back up.
Control each line if you're out front. Kyle Larson doesn't mind that either. He's going to try to slingshot back pass with a push from William Byron into the lead. A little bit of side draft here. This car doesn't side draft quite as strong as the car from last year.
Now, Junior, I noticed those Chevys detached as they got to turn 3 and then lined up again when they got back to the straightaways. The Chevys seem to be able to do that on the streets, not so much in the corners.
Well, I think they're doing that on purpose. I think he's getting that, the cars want to get light getting into the corner. And once they get settled, get a load on them, then that thing wants to gain some grip and you can get right back to the rear bumper.
Yeah, you can get into a guy in the corner. You don't want to push him real hard, but everybody prefers you got to be pushed in a straight line down the straightaway.
I don't mind you pushing me in the corner. Getting into the corner is a whole different story.
Not across those transitions, son.
Some of the cars starting to fall back again from the lead pack.
Remember how Alex Bowman got detached from his teammates during green flag pit stop?
He's back up there in 9th.
5 was leading there, and the 24 was pushing. How much was like the 5 lifting and backing up to the 24? There wasn't a lot of lifting. Okay, so the car behind was just naturally getting to him.
That conversation he's talking about, just trying to forward think. Is he doing that on purpose? Is he backing up, keeping those cars attached, managing that gap? And it sounded like, from the correlation there, that the communication rather was definitely not the case, holding it wide open.
Well, we've seen and talked a lot about hood flaps going up and down in the draft there. Vince?
Oh, careful.
Well, there's also been an issue, Mike, with a lot of the cars potentially overheating. NASCAR sent out a bulletin to all the teams early in the race, and if they wanted to remove these louvers or fins, as they're called, from the hood of the race cars, it controls the airflow from underneath the hood out of the car. They can remove these, and that will relieve some of the temperature issues that a lot of these teams are facing. These are off the 47 car, and several teams have taken advantage of it.
I don't think you have to look any further than whoa.
Oh, the pack getting 3 wide, spread out. Got a green car going through the duel through the middle. What car just shot up? That green car, whatever it was, just shot up.
Kyle Busch just drove up right
Kyle
to
Busch.
the middle like there was nobody there. Because
Exactly.
there was nobody there. He had to restart out back because of that fuel can that got away.
Couple cars falling back. I see Suarez
And you can see when
falling out of the
they all
pack.
scatter like that, that's an opportunity for somebody to make moves, and that's exactly what you saw Kyle Busch do.
Restarted 25th. He is up to 15th.
Let's see what happened here. All these guys checking up. Man, one car almost wrecking back there.
And that green car just drives right up through. It's like picking the just opened lane at the toll booth.
But it all started with Haley. Clear up at the beginning of that thing on the outside. They got together, had to get out of the field. Everybody stacked up accordingly, opened that window, and he was there to pounce on it.
Repeatedly, we see this 23 above Wallace push Eric Jones into the lead. Eric gets down in front of the Chevys, then back up in front of that second groove. And Kyle Larson comes back by.
He's going to finally stay down there.
Man, I don't know. Yeah, he's going to take this push he's getting from these 5 cars.
Jones finally went down with the Chevrolets.
Right now is to stay in front of those Chevys, work with these guys. These guys going to need at the end of this race.
Well, the other aspect of that is Bubba's already shown you twice he don't want to follow you. He's trying to get to your outside, trying to get to the inside. He's having to do way more blocking than he will be down there in front of those Chevrolets.
4 Chevys, 3 Toyotas, and Kevin Harvick's Ford in the top 8 at lap 69.
I'm defeated, feel mistreated. I'm so angry, I'm singing a song. 'Cause I'm paying so much for home in
Can't let me
Canada's
mute.
wrong.
I'm not listening to this nonsense. Okay, now we wait and see if anything happens. That's where I go onto Twitter and also I'm gonna go to pick up Dustin Albino because he has stuff on camera stuff. Here's an in-car camera thing. Here's an interview for from Briscoe. Well, actually, no. It's because I'm in a Discord VC on this device. It's gonna be too low to hear, so never mind. All right, we're 73 laps through. Means we're about 40% of the way through, almost 40% of the way through the race.
And we're back.
Oh, yes we are.
Visit AdvancedMyTrack.com. Vote for your favorite NASCAR Advance Auto Parts Weekly Series track. Each vote enters you for a chance to win weekly prizes.
My midterm, I don't know how I did.
73 laps complete. Let's take a look at today's course performance track plan.
Eric Almirola has won races, so he's the better one.
10 last 13 here.
Talladega is crazy, Mike Morgan. Yes, it is.
Stenhouse and Eric Almirola have taken the blue over the victory lane. Very in 10th. And Brad Keselowski still one lap down there in 31st. Was not able to get the free pass on that caution.
We saw the Fords.
Harrison Burton up in the top 10.
I think the Toyotas were great, but they crashed out. And where are the Fords today, Clint? No Fords up there toward the front. Right now, as the Chevrolets and Toyotas control this race.
It's very apparent that everybody's made a move to try to catch up to the Fords. You know, they're the dominants down there in Daytona. Toyotas and Chevrolet have definitely rise to the occasion. Kevin Harvick's the leading Ford in this race in 7th. Joey Logano in 10th. Jamie.
I thought the Joey's crew chief just wanted to Paul Walton and said coming into this race, they really wanted to focus on ride quality and race. They didn't want to focus at all on qualifying. So that changed the way that they set the car up. They wanted it as low as possible, not rigid like we saw some of the cars in qualifying. And that could be hurting him right now. Joey's one of the most outspoken about the handling of his car, saying it's just too loose for him to be able to do much with it.
So Logano's 6th, 10th. Third line trying to form up there. Ross Chastain with Kyle Busch and Denny Hamlin back there. But on point, Eric Jones. And Jones, remember, took just 2 tires on the pit stop. That was a Dave Ellens call for 2 tires.
Dave Ellens, the former crew chief for Noah Gragson in the Xfinity Series.
Yeah, he's really brought some speed to this car. We've seen them have pretty good pace, places like Fontana and so forth. Really done a good job with his 43 crew getting everything they can out of this car for Eric.
And so is his spotter, Rick Corelli. You know, guy's been around a long time. Had him
Corelli, 4 Truck Series victories to his name in the 90s.
Of those lanes, done a masterful job so far.
Driving for Chess Round Racing, and then fell in motorsports.
There it is. And you hear information coming at you all day long, Dale. So important to know where those runs are coming for, and more importantly, when.
Yeah.
It's such a hard thing to judge too. You know, you see a run coming, and then you have to have that knowledge, right? You need to know which run's coming first, but then you also need to have somebody to reassure you what line has been established and probably has more cars in it. Had him down in front of that big line of all 3 teammates in those Hendrick cars quite a bit.
Yeah, we used to use the word organized, and that means that they're very tight bumper to bumper. But they're organized, tight bumper to bumper. That means that a push or momentum is going to start to happen. The line that's got a bubble or a half a car length between each car, they're not going to create a lot of speed and not going to create those runs that might need to be concerned with.
34 cars in this lead draft at 194 miles per hour.
Yeah, Mike, Clint and Dale, they were talking about the rear diffuser earlier. And of course, we've been watching these cow flaps kind of go up and down and up and down. So let's go to our Ford Performance cutaway car and let's talk about the rear diffuser. It's all the way at the back, under the rear of the car. And you see it has those fins that go down. Now, this is kind of a first in NASCAR. It's very aero efficient. It creates more rear downforce with no drag penalty, but it definitely changes the wake of the car. So I think 2 things. Cow flaps are very, very big, and the pressure when a car gets up behind another car, it totally changes. But I think that's another reason we're seeing those cow flaps do a jig and a dance when they're tucked up behind another car. Well, the other caveat to that is this car literally eats that air as it comes over you. It goes into that radiator inlet, goes underneath the car and the splitter that's not flat anymore instead of over the car, creating that draft effect underneath that.
All right, right now I just have nothing to talk about.
Air going up and over the cars like it used to be.
NASCAR teams have been using ground effects for years, but with this new next-gen car is the first time that it's all pretty much approved and intentional.
Through the corner right there, we see Kurt Busch get close but not make contact. He could have pushed the 23 of Bo Wallace, but he chose just to get right there to that back bumper, stay an inch or two away. Not able to give Bo the push he needs to get up there and take the lead. Kurt not being super aggressive pushing right now, the way maybe Bubba was with Eric Jones to get the 43 car the lead. Bo's probably sitting there either asking not to push, I'm not comfortable, or he's like, hey, why are you pushing? No, you push me, let's go!
Biffle! Biffle slow on track. Did he blow an engine?
This is what happened.
Great. Why are you cutting away, you fucking morons?
Bringing us to caution then. Eric Jones is your leader now.
What are you doing? You have a camera guy who's showing Biffle slow on track, and you go to commercial?
Another Fox throw moment.
Fuck you, Fox. Fuck you. Biffle no power. Oh, God.
That 44 has some shit luck.
At USAA, you can call 2 exclusive. But we only serve those.
Fuck you, Fox. Like, that's particularly egregious. You can't. How do you fuck up so bad that you miss a car losing power?
It's laughable. It's a joke.
It's a fucking joke.
Oh.
It's a joke. Caution for Biffle, still on track. Biffle stalled on track. What? Fuck you, Fox, for how the hell do you... Why did they think it was a good idea to go to commercial as they show Biffle slow on track?
It's so fucking stupid. Oh. Fox, take this middle finger I'm giving. You guys can't see it. And
Shove it up your ugly ass. You heard us right. Shove it up your ugly ass. Bring your title. Bring your car. Bring your wife. We'll fuck her. That's right. We'll fuck your wife. Of course I have.
Feet up straight up and not get wet. You get no down payment.
Home of challenge pissing. Yes.
Yep.
Don't something. Don't fuck with us or we'll rip your nuts off. Hurry up, asshole.
Guaranteed.
If only there was a track at Baltimore so I could just say that.
Yeah.
They used to have an IndyCar race there. In the streets of Baltimore. Or is that kart? Or Champ Car?
That commercial made me so laugh. I forgot what we were talking about. I forgot what we were mad at.
I have no... Because they went to... Biffle!
And we're back.
Yeah.
We're going commercial.
Go, Kevin. 82 laps complete, and we are under caution. As we went to break, you saw Greg Biffle limping around. He did not make it back to pit road.
Thank you, Fox, for going to commercial again.
Powered
Chevrolet.
Yeah.
And he's done.
Oh, wait, so, where does... I gotta wonder... where does New York racing team get their engines from?
Pit road very, very busy because this will...
Is that another ECR engine?
I try to be a quick learner. You mentioned it.
No, that's a Hendrick engine.
Dave Ellen's the crew chief, the only driver that changed 2 tires, and he's leading this race. I'm telling you, track position outweighs fresh tires.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I would love that 43 to win. There's a lot of guys on the win. There's Wallace, Hamlin, Kurt Busch.
Takes extended stays on pit road earlier trying to fix some issues. Denny Hamlin. A few other guys dealing with a pogo going affecting the front of the car, bouncing, balance issues. Another chance for those guys to continue to improve their cars.
I think Keselowski's the free pass.
What? Who?
Keselowski, I believe he will be the free
Oh,
pass.
Keselowski, yeah. Who's gonna pit? Who's gonna pit? Everyone's gonna pit. Everyone's gonna pit.
challenge leads them in, Jamie.
All right.
That's interesting listening to the chatter on the radios, the different strategies. Should we take tires? Should we just take fuel only? The 24, they had a code word. Looks like it's going to be.
Did we get stiff for the Biff?
Martin Truex Jr. got an unexpected break with Chris Buescher's crash. Now Truex has a clean exit on his pit stop. Regan.
Eric Jones happy with that race car.
Or maybe it is an ECR engine. I don't know.
Whatever he wants to. The 5 car Kyle Larson gets too loose when he tries to push the 43 car of Eric Jones and the 9 car Chase Elliott.
Holy crap!
That car, it's fine.
Wow, they were 3 wide for 3rd place.
Oh yeah. All right. Byron, Truex, Elliott, Larson, Blaney, Jones, Logano, Kurt, Bubba, Harvick.
That threesome led by Elliott and
Don't
Larson.
call it a threesome.
Alright, the fuse box is right through the store. Seriously? Guys, we're fishing. Get your helmets. You guys are gonna love this thing. So you can customize your favorite football instead of pickup time and jump the line. Oh, here she goes. I thought she was actually gonna jump. Just use one. It's cold, it's smooth, it's waiting.
On the mountains of Busch Light Beer.
This is one of the better commercials.
And that they did that song in the 90s.
Oh.
Like Brock Breer did a video on why late 90s NASCAR is awesome. And well, that was a while ago. But at the end, they had the Busch commercial and he sings the whole thing. And I just started laughing when he went beer. Head for the mountains of Busch Beer. All right, are we back?
Nope.
Nope.
DoorDash.
Great. Every time I think of any type of go out to eat thing, I keep thinking of fucking the Grubhub dance commercial. Oh, we jumped to the phone.
Alright, we're about to go back under green right here.
Car, we get ready for the restart. William Byron, Martin Truex Jr. Up there on the front row, Chase Elliott, Kyle Larson. Good lot of pushing, not a lot of shoving, and everybody's been pretty orderly so far.
Yeah, the shoving's going to be in the final stage, right? That's going to get aggressive here late, and we'll see what these guys got for comfort back then.
Chevy, Ford, Toyota. Who's impressed you?
Well,
Chevy.
Obviously the Toyota camp, winning that first stage.
Or Toyota.
I look at the Hendrick camp. I'm telling you, those 3 cars, the way William Byron can push that 5, the way they can stay together, I think that's a winning combination if somebody can get in there and break it up.
Here they come to the GEICO restart zone. 36, it'll be 35 to go. In stage 2. Back to green.
How do you break that up? You break it up right there, exactly what we see.
Will Larson drop in? Can he drop in? Larson drops in line. I can't believe it. He got in, and now Truex is going to be left on his own for a bit. Oh! Caution, McLeod! Oh, Elliott swung on a line as well. I don't know what that was about. Yeah, Elliott swung out of line and under the L line. He did not pass the position. Tire!
We just talked about tire failures just a while ago.
We're talking about engine failures, I think. Great! Hey, NASCAR! This single lug nut tire is working so well! And cue the four race suspension for Live Fast. You picked the wrong time to leave me, loose wheel.
Answer the question why a lot of teams took fuel only on that last
You picked up.
Absolutely. The safest bet is don't mess with lug nuts. It's if you don't need tires, don't change them.
Oh, close call for Brad Keselowski.
What the?
The lead lap. BJ McLeod's team had changed.
Fox, your cameras suck.
On that stop. The captain, Roger Penske, watching the race.
Fox, your cameras suck.
Welcome to the future.
Oh my God.
This is killing me.
All right. You picked the fine time to leave me, loose wheel. Like, how do the Fox cameras just break? That's just pathetic. You watching NASCAR for a long until I met you on here. Thank you, Alberto. I appreciate the sentiment. And if you want to stay, get up to date with all the next streams, like with Dover next weekend, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And also subscribe to Fireball and Hamlin. We do like our dudes who is drive. What's that mean? All right. 24, 9, 5, 19, 12, 43. McLeod was in the 78. That's who it was.
The campers outside the track and across the street have been here for nearly a week. Nice crowd on hand in the infield and in the grandstand to watch 500 miles of racing at Talladega. William Byron, Chase Elliott, Kyle Larson, the front three. Mark Truex, Ryan Blaney, Eric Jones, Kurt Busch, Joey Logano, Kevin Harvick, Bubba Wallace, the top 10. Now, there's a lot going on here at Talladega. Friday night drivers and fans were out in force for the big one on the boulevard.
Piggy bag.
Amy Little made this year's one to remember at the Wendy's Piggy Bag float. Here's Wendy's pit stop.
I know it. You've been coming in clutch all day, but it's all about tonight. We're on the boulevard. You ready to go give away some biggie bags to the fans?
That's right. Let's hop on this Wendy's Biggie Bag float and let's go have some fun with the fans.
All right, let's go.
Do it.
Where is Noah right now? I'm going to check the NASCAR app. Gregson is back in 30th position, the last car in the lead lap.
Noah Gregson having some fun with his fans there. Friday night on the boulevard. If you don't know where the Talladega Boulevard is, we're not allowed to tell you.
No way. Get your butt to Talladega and find out. Nothing more fun. Let me tell you something. That Wendy's rig was hot, and I mean it. Flames blowing out the pipes. What a cool promotion they've done all weekend long, even down in Daytona. Hats off to Wendy's and their crew.
We can at least tell them it's inside the racetrack.
It's in the infield,
They're not
yes.
wandering all over the
You
property.
will need
It's
a
like
ticket.
You mean you could literally fit Richmond, Bristol, and Martinsville inside of the Talladega infield?
Literally over the years, 600.
Take a look at who's made it to Ruoff Mortgage Victory Lane so far this season.
Hamlin, Cindric, Byron, Briscoe, Larson, Kyle Busch.
With repeat winner
There's one more.
And Kyle Busch, the most recent
Chastain.
winner at Bristol.
Wait, Chastain does not race in the 42 anymore, Fox. You've done fucked up.
Fighter pilots for World War II, and then it sat vacant for a long, long time. 1960.
How do you fuck that up?
George Wallace got together and decided this would be a great place for.
I got confused when I saw that. Like, huh?
Higher bank, faster than Daytona, midway almost between Atlanta and Birmingham, and they ran the first race here in 1969.
The local government sold them the track for $1 if they would build a new runway, which is the airport here off to the side of the racetrack that you see. The boulevard is the old runway.
Right.
Part of the old.
Yes! Dale Jr.
There's the
coming
new
in.
one.
Flexing on my man Mike Joy.
See the old one.
I knew he knew all that. I was just helping him.
In 1969, Charlie Glotzback won the
Here we
the
go.
first race here at 195.5 miles per hour. 11 miles an hour faster than Buddy Baker was at Daytona, and 30 miles an hour faster than A.J. Foyt's pole at Indy. And France knew he had built his Cathedral of Speed.
Folks, I have nothing to add to this historical endeavor that we've been on, but I do know that we're coming back to Greenville, boys.
You're making history, boy. You're not reciting it, right?
Try to. Every minute of every day.
Here we go. Yeah. Oh, wreck! Logano! He goes back to the pack! Jones! Harrison Burton, Ricky Stenhouse. Harrison Burton, Corey LaJoy. At least 7 cars involved in this mayhem. It has happened.
Turns Joey into the wall and he has no control.
Yeah, 7 to 10 cars. Because, of course, got Gilliland involved. He spins around. They're showing us Cole Custer's car. Ty Dillon's car is totaled. He's gonna be done probably. You can see the left wheel turn. Suarez with damage. Suarez. He's crab walking his car down. Burton's got himself moving at least. All right.
Look at the yellow car.
All right. Let's the replay. Logano was running 4th in the outside line. The car behind him.
Yeah, but it all stacks up. Because he was
Yeah.
24 car was making his move down.
All those cars.
No.
The 43 is
Cindric.
Too many cars were kind of bumping up at one time.
Okay.
You kind of got hit right out of that line of cars.
So many cars.
These are getting intense here.
Yes. How the great. Yeah, Byron was moving down in the front row.
I hate to say it,
And then it
all
stacked.
happened, in my opinion, because
Byron.
of the move of having that Hendrick car.
Well, no shit. What else is he supposed to do? Not go with his teammate?
Sorry about that.
Brad Keselowski makes it through, slows down.
I don't-
That was a hard
Yeah. Who was behind? I can't see who car. Bubba. Who? Who was? Wait, who was pushing Logano?
It was Wallace.
Oh, it was Bubba. Okay.
On the wheel prior to and at the moment of contact.
least we don't have to worry about Logano's aggressive blocking anymore.
Oh, no, I don't think it was because of... that push looked normal. It just Logano... Did he lose control?
Let's ride along with Joey Logano.
Watch the contact with the 43. He's pushing.
And then he slides back in, and that's where it all goes wrong. So I can see...
Pushing that 43 car, and then Bubba makes...
Or did Harrison Burton actually have an... It looks like... I don't know. Harrison Burton might not have had any damage. He might have just slowed down.
Joey's already pushing the car in front of him. We know that that's never anything the driver wants to do. Is
I think Harrison Burton might have flat spotted his tires.
In my
That's
opinion, I said that it was a 24-way Enviro coming down, but the 19, I think, had them back.
Never mind, he was hit. Look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cars.
He could blow by them and into the lead.
9.
Now look on the bottom right of your screen. Brad Keselowski, who had just gotten back on the lead lap, scoots through. Let's ride along.
Keselowski, he can't even catch up to the rest of the draft. His car is...
Check it up. Don't get spun. Just one outside. All right, stop. Go way low. Keep coming by him if you can. To go through the grass. Just hold it straight there. You're going to be all right.
And if we can see his feet, he's doing a dance on them pedals, trying to slow the car down without locking up the tires. So easy to lock the tires up as you transition on an apron across that part of the racetrack, and he's trying to slow down, not get run over.
Man, you see how violent it was when he came off the banking, but I love that communication. Walked him through every process, including, hey, all right, we're past the wreck, but don't get run over. Go ahead and speed up a little bit.
Here's what Bubba Wallace had to say.
Okay, Harrison Burton got a flat right front. All right, current top 10. Byron, Truex, Elliott, Jones, Larson, Blaney, Kurt, Bubba, Bowman, Harvick.
Into the 43 car. The 43 car is into the 19 car.
Involved, Cindric, Burton, Logano, Gilliland, Custer, Ty, Stenhouse, Suarez. 8 cars involved in total.
Information was even expected to come to him during a restart. Typically, we don't see those cars all in a chain like that, pushing so hard for so many rows going into turn 1 on a restart.
3 of the 4 Penske cars, including the Wood Brothers number 21, taken out in that wreck.
And this is
or at least with damage.
Similar to the Daytona 500 with the Toyotas. They're losing numbers in situations like this. Before camps losing numbers, the cars getting crashed out.
Logano said, I'm stuck. It's stuck. I hit a ton. Jordan, for Bubba, my bad. Before, Zentoli did nothing wrong, and everyone stacked up in front of him.
The wheel just prior to contact, and right at the moment of contact, you see Joey making that same move in order to keep the car pointed straight when he's getting turned a little to the side, and then it's on.
The 43 in front of them actually moved up at least a little bit.
So that leaves Blaney's the lone Penske car.
You're right. He made that reaction trying to get back in line. The push came from
I mean, I don't know. Maybe Cindric's fine, but I'm gonna check NASCAR app real quick. All right. 24 cars on the lead lap. Cindric looks like he's still on the lead lap, actually. But okay. The lap cars go as follows. From 25th on to back to 30th, 6 cars, 1 lap down. Landon Castle, Cody Ware, Michael McDowell, B.J. McLeod, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Daniel Suarez. 2 laps down is Harrison Burton, Todd Gilliland, Joey Logano, and Ty Dillon. Besides that, I think the rest of the cars are out of the race. Biffle, Hemrick, Briscoe, Busher, and Reddick.
And you hear you telling Bubba tight in front of you, that means they're all bumper to bumper. So he's getting that information that he needs to know as far as the contact with the cars in front and how they're tandem.
So the attrition list grows for this pileup that starts with Joey Logano getting turned into the outside wall.
What?
Alright, now we wait. That wasn't a full speed crash. Oh, the misery. Everybody wants to be my enemy. Spare the sympathy. Everybody wants to be my enemy. My enemy. But I'm ready. I went up to the wall, praying from a fall. My back to the wall. The name's in a mind, and I'm waiting for time. You know what it's like to be words better than mine. My guess is Logano will fall outside the points, as they would say in F1. Well, outside where he was.
Yeah, Logano was third in the points. That's gonna hurt him.
Yeah, he was 21 and behind. He was 18 behind second and 8 ahead of fourth. But apart from that, he's 30 points back to fifth, so he only might lose one spot.
Yeah.
My mic, my leg. Like great SpongeBob in my head going like my leg. God damn it, Fred. His leg isn't long. Yes, his leg isn't long. But right now, also, Suarez was a bubble driver. 8 points behind Bell with the last spot at the moment. 10 behind Cindric. Right. His leg isn't. Logano and Ty. Okay, what the fuck? It's broken. Looks like Yaley got a free. Both Landon Castle and JJ Yaley are on the lead lap.
All the tracks. There's only one monster. The Monster Mile.
We're almost at halfway.
April 29 through May 1.
Welcome back to the GEICO 500 on Fox. Ty Dillon among those taken out of the race in the recent crash at Lock 90 that involved 8 cars. Watch the outside lane here. Watch Martin Truex, who is second in the outside lane.
The leader car's got orders. 24 is going to go, and he's going to pull down in front of the 9. Truex will be the lead car in this second group. So he's trying to get these guys organized. The bumper contact creates this accident. So
Black flags matter. What fell off faster? Motorsports Game Stocks or the 78 wheel? Because Motorsports Games is sponsoring the 78.
Shouldn't really be mashing the brakes once we go green. So we're under green flag. Let's get the brakes a little bit there. Yeah, he's on the brake. Just pump the brake pedal just somewhat to back himself up to the 43 here.
Why?
You want that because you want that inertia out here. As soon as he makes that.
Why are you pumping the brakes?
You want those guys stacked up behind you so you can go by that third 3-car pack of the Hendrick deal. But I'm telling you, he backed those guys up on purpose, which, in my opinion, ain't a bad move.
Well, let's hear from Joey Logano. Jamie?
Well, another big hit for Joey Logano.
All right.
I was asking if that was just a push.
How many races he failed to finish now in play tracks in a row?
Yeah, I mean, it looks like, from what I see there, it looks like Truex is just trying to get everyone connected, which, I mean, is part of it. Maybe over-connected a little bit.
Finished third last year at a spring race, but
on top of each other, and
damn.
At that point, you're getting pushed from behind, you're pushing the car in front, there's nothing you can do, and I was the one that got shuffled out, so stinks. Talladega, I don't know. Some people love it. I can't say I do, but it seems like it just happens a lot.
He's got 4 plate wins, 3 at Dega, 1 at Daytona.
We'll move on to the next weekend with our Shell Punko Mustang and move on, but it stinks here. We didn't get any stage points, and they were going to finish towards the back, so pretty big hit today.
First DNF for Joey Logano, Mike.
third in the last 4 appearances at Talladega for Joey. An early
And we're
exit.
back under caution. I went up on the wall as a praying from a fall. Back to the wall with the name of Diamond Hall. Get in my mind. I tell you what's lying on you. Alright, we're almost halfway to the view goal, but can we get any movement on the subscriber goal? Here I come. For you, through the mountains of Bush Light Beer. He was shit at Mobile. What? Wait, when was he racing at Mobile? I know it's in Alabama, but what? And where? On Arca? It's a short track. You can't equate a short track to a super speedway. Well, you can't. I don't know. Maybe you can. Maybe you will. Also, I didn't see it. What about the 9?
What?
Never mind. Suarez pulling in. He's done. Stenhouse back on track, or no? That thing looks cattywampus.
You better ring on the pit road.
We're now past the halfway point.
So this race is official.
Yeah. How long are they pulling this yellow for? Well, yeah. It's not how you start; it's how you finish. And he's won at Talladega before, so your point is invalid. He won 6 truck races for KBM, which is more shite. Which is more than John Hunter Nemechek can say for right now.
Wait, Drix is the leader?
That shouldn't be right. Maybe no stupid timing lines. That's not possible. Byron is in front of Truex the entire time.
There's no way.
Hold on, tight on.
Earlier in there, we saw it on the replay. You were just an innocent bystander. What'd you feel there?
Yeah, that was tough. I
I felt like I shifted to fifth gear and getting high gear, and then all of a sudden I saw 22, and I was nowhere I could go. I'm just a bystander of aggression, and just as soon as stage 2 started, I could feel the energy just wasn't the same. It ramped up for whatever reason. We had way too many laps to go. I don't think people really get it. Every year we come back, you got to finish the race to have a chance. So we're bump drafting, doing silly things with way too many laps to go. And I'm bummed for our guys at Black Rifle and our guys at Petty GMS. We had a fast Camaro and couldn't keep it outside the top 15, and just kind of doing my thing that I've been successful doing here at these speedways, and just trying to be smart, stay out of trouble, and manage the race. It's a chess match, and you got to use your brain a little bit in these races to have a shot. And some people don't ever realize that every time we come back.
Thanks, Ty.
He had a good car and a good chance here. Let's have a look at today's Toyota top performers. Martin Truex Jr., the leader. Kurt Busch in 7th. Bubba Wallace in 8th. Christopher Bell. Denny Hamlin. Kyle Busch, all in order. 25 cars on the lead lap.
They did a good job getting this racetrack back ready to go green. And these cars on the pit road.
So in the garage, as a result, Dylan Logano and Harrison Burton, other cars under repair. Suarez behind the wall. Back to green.
Here we go.
They don't have that issue now. All 3 cars are lined up on the inside.
Look, yeah. Then how? Yeah, obviously, it is true, but the thing about there are people who are specifically good at this style of racing. Look, what do you say about David Reagan and Michael Waltrip then? They're only win skimming super speedways. Bobby Hillin Jr., Phil Parsons, Dick Brooks, Lenny Pond.
Mention people's names because every time I do, it's like
Logano won his first race in a rain-shortened race at New Hampshire.
Such a different perspective when you're out there in the booth.
The point. So if you're trying to discredit him, the point isn't valid. Great drivers have won their first races in rain-shortened races, or because of fucking Talladega or Daytona. Brad Kay won his. Well, he won 10 races at Daytona and Talladega combined. There are drivers that feel good at it. Bubba has had 3 straight top 2 finishes at play tracks, unless you count Atlanta, but he was not.
That's good intel. The one thing that I do see, and what I thought I was going to hear there, is maybe that spotter saying, hey, you got a teammate there, you're the meat in the sandwich, they want you out of there, so they can lift all 4 of these Hendrick cars up.
Martin Truex trying to pull that outside lane to the front pits.
He is indeed, and he's really liked his race car today. He said it's been very stable, especially obviously when it's out front and he doesn't have to deal with that dirty air.
Well, I don't know if it's exactly a Gibbs car. I mean, 2311's like the Levine brother, the Levine family car, or Furniture Row. Up, engine blowing on the backstretch. Maybe. What car was it though?
It was called Custer.
Custer. Oh yeah, he was involved in the wreck.
Yeah.
He's smoking.
Yeah, Josh is coming out.
Definitely had a whole nose.
How many damn cars are we gonna have this stage? I'm never gonna be able to get dinner at this rate. Yeah, satellite team. That's exactly right, El Barto. Like MB2 was to Hendrick. Like yeah. Like Jasper Motorsports was to Penske.
Here comes Truex.
Here he comes on the outside.
Well, you do it well enough.
Well, hey.
Looks like Custer made it to pit road because there's no caution.
I'm telling you, this Hendrick camp having a conscious effort coming into this, not wanting to be satisfied with just sitting on the pole of one of these super speedway races. Let's change.
Great push down the straightaway from it. Byron, from Elliott to Byron, pushes them back out in front.
Great job
There's
so
just
far.
no stopping at those Hendricks, those 3 Hendricks.
They're lined up. Well, where's Bowen right now? He's in the 8th position, the 7th position.
20 to go in stage 2.
Only Kurt Busch separates him from his 3 teammates.
Oh, really? Byron's had the best pitting.
The least amount of time on pit road that are in that top 10, are in our top 10 running order right now.
Looks like these guys are just trying to log some laps.
heard the drivers commenting about how the intensity had picked up. You have a crash like that, that kind of seems to reset everybody. Everybody goes, oh, we better calm down.
Holy crap.
Yeah, sure.
Kurt Busch, pull up. Pull up. Let the Hendricks reunite.
And they get intense again. I think that'll start happening. We got 19 to go, coming 18 to go on the stage. Maybe we got 10 to go.
Oh my god, look at that. Wow. Top 5 out in front of the field.
But you saw the opportunities, all the changes.
4 Hendrick cars in the top 5.
You know, those opportunities.
Like the top 5 cars and clear the rest of the field.
But when they do, you know, you got to be there to take advantage of that opportunity.
Yeah, like Talladega last year.
Stacks everybody up, just like we saw with Kyle Busch. Take that opportunity, get yourself in the top 10. But once you get there, now you're forced to make these blocks, do some things out of desperation to kind of keep yourself there. So many different things going on out there in this racetrack.
So watching Kurt Busch in that inside line, I don't know if I should be surprised or not that he's not pulled up in front of the 19. As these Chevrolets control the front of this race, the other manufacturers have to find a way to get together to be able to take this race away from them.
How about a Fox NASCAR Sunday afternoon, lap 104?
Crank it up!
How about we crank it up?
Actually, no, I'll keep the volume on. Why am I turning it off? Pump that volume all the way up. Enough of the trick shots. I just want to hear the cars come by. I don't want these ass shots. I want to see the cars come by at one point. Error. That's exactly. Oh, that's a good shot at the finish line. Oh, Cody Ware in the wall hard.
Car in the wall, Cody Ware.
Just like yesterday, during the crank it up, we have a crash by one car.
It was from sliding.
Looking at the car right now, Cody. If you keep coming, it doesn't look too bad. We get the tires on it.
Oh, well, yeah, he's stuck in the grass now.
Definitely working, NASCAR. These tires are definitely working.
What do you mean? No, he's just stuck in the grass. The tire hasn't popped off.
Oh.
He's just stuck. Like the wheels turn. The tire is still turning. What happened? Oh, let's see what happened.
David Reagan?
His teammate?
Yeah, that's a teammate.
Oh, that's a teammate.
Good for you, David Reagan.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm in
That guy was on his right rear corner, and as soon as it touched, they spun him out. That's the tire's definitely down, but he slipped by the way he did.
I mean, I can see that tire is still on. It was moving, but maybe it went because I mean, literally, like the shot that they showed in the back, the wheel was turning. He's just stuck in the grass. The tire didn't pop off. But yeah, yeah, great teamwork, Wickware Racing. Well, they got him out. He got out of the grass, but now he's stuck. Oh, is his right rear flat? Gillen's on pit road.
Oh, he was out.
And you basically run into your window open to get to the end of the race. I think they're going to have to do something to get off.
14 to go.
The stage just feels like forever.
So here's one of the questions in Clint's Stage 2 contest on the Fox Bet.
Did you play Clint's Stage 2 contest?
How many laps under caution by the end of Stage 2?
Some of these questions are extremely hard. So weird. But I'm telling you, every week, Dale.
How many cautions are we on now? I'll just check. NASCAR app did not show how many cautions we've had.
What is going on?
There's been 3 cautions.
Oh wait, what the heck is this? An old number 3 Wrangler car. Damn, that's like the 86, 87 championship car, maybe. That's a Gen 3.
Looks beautiful as ever.
Yeah. Who's driving that? No, it's a street legal one. It's a street legal car. That's super cool. Like, cause like I've done if you don't, every NASCAR win in 1986, so I'm familiar with that car.
Let's see if any takers here.
Why would
Jones? Carvick,
Bubba,
Lasky, Bush,
Cindric, LaJoy.
And Bubba Wallace, one of those takers in the 23. Just left side tires is the call, and enough fuel, not waiting on fuel. And the 43's in Regan.
Eric Jones continues to be very happy with the 43. Likes the speed, likes everything that race car is doing. 2 tires and a quick stop for them.
Okay, let's see.
Michael McDowell will get the free pass under this caution. As Kozlowski pulls out, we're watching Kevin Harvick stop.
Okay, caution 2, 3, 4. Unless there's more cautions than that.
13 laps to go in Stage 2 at the fastest.
Don't look the right off that road.
Grab an ice cold Coke and buckle up. You're watching NASCAR on Fox.
Confirmed, Burton, Suarez, and Stenhouse of the race.
Woo, Toyota commercial.
Dale Jr. beat Mike Joy in the race to yell caution and wake up the sleeping fans. Mike Joy is happy though and has a trick up his sleeve, a trouble turn 3 button.
Our success is in a generation of racing. Here's to the next.
Oh boy. Sometimes you just gotta fart.
Start a new day with Trilogy. No one single PE medicine has the power to treat.
Oh, you like Bubba Obama Boy? Okay.
Say that again?
No, I'm reading the chat.
Oh.
Trilogy won't replace or rescue payment for sudden breathing problems. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Do not take Trilogy more than prescribed. Trilogy may increase your risk of pneumonia and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if voice of breathing, chest pain, not problems, urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur. Take a stand and start a new day with Trilogy. Ask your doctor about once daily Trilogy and save at Trilogy.com. As parts for your cars, you park for whole cars. And you park cars on a roll design. You can always put over 322 different parts. That's insane. Get all the right parts to the right place. Get right. Okay. Like me, kid.
Crazy things that yes, they do because it's just the track is just that way.
Like a towel. It's true. Rin has an award-winning alarm. Learn more at rin.com. Welcome to the Eat Fresh, Refresh at Subway. Wait, that's new. Wait, you're there too.
Nobody told you?
Refresh.
Subway's refreshing with better ingredients, better footlongs, and better spokespeople.
Because you gotta refresh the people.
Oh, mute that for a moment.
Every detail is critical.
Fireball, can you mute that?
Well, what happened?
No, it's just something I read on Reddit. Like, what is a clue trivia that would never show up on Jeopardy? The Seattle Mariners have had more ruptured testicles than playoff appearances.
What the?
5 ruptured testicles and 4 playoff appearances.
Who the hell came up with that?
I don't know. let's see. The band name Steely Dan is a reference to a steam-powered dildo. The drum beat in the song Starlight by Muse spells out tits in Morse code. The door open warning on a Honda is Morse code for letter H.
Oh my God.
Brad Keselowski is back on the lead lap, so let's take a closer look at the number 6 Castrol carbon neutral Ford.
In some species of octopus, the female kills the male after sex, so the male's adapted to detach their tentacle penis and run away while the female continues to use the appendage to fertilize herself. I have a feeling that won't come up on Jeopardy. Oh my God. They likely won't point out that a person's belly button looks really different after surgery to remove an umbilical hernia.
And they had a concern about safety racing on this track at those speeds, and they were blowing out tires in practice. And the PDA, including Lotsback, walked out. So Bobby Isaac started the race on the pole. Goodyear brought a longer tire for Sunday. The race was run without incident, and Clint has a nugget. Listen, I don't get these very often, Dale, and that's where Richard Childress Racing was born, folks. 1969, because of that very moment. Those boys didn't want to be in it. He said, I'll get in there. To put him in, coach, to fill the field, France allowed ARCA and Grand American pony cars like Childress's.
You know, we could just go watch Slapstreet's video. You have an umbilical hernia, Alberto? Oh, Lord.
Landon Faust is still in this. I haven't talked about him since he went a lap down at the very beginning. There you go, lead lap. Mine's actually having some good luck today.
Landon's done a good job today. He had to come down pit road when the race started because he did the inspections this morning or yesterday.
XD, get ready. Hendrick's about to be 1, 2, 3, 4 on the start.
Starting to see some damage on some of these cars. The 2 cars, Civic. I still think he's okay. The back markers can always play a role in this thing if they're pushing.
We'll restart with 10 laps to go at the end.
10 to go. And then go backward.
Get back on their feet, Dale. Go time.
There you go.
Nature's best boys up front controlling this race. Somebody needs to get their act together.
All right, here we go. We've got 10 laps to go at stage 2.
Byron pulled down any second now. There
Another
it is.
crossover to make the Hendrick lineup. They're 1, 2, 3, 4 on the inside line. Here they come, cruising. Kurt Busch leads the outside line.
Now these other guys, Kurt Busch, Austin Dillon, Denny Hamlin, Justin Haley, they all have to team up to try and stop the Hendrick force on the inside.
The Hendrick quartet. Damn. They got Truex behind them as well. God damn. It's beautiful, and they're in the inverse order of the way they finished at Dover last year.
And outside cannot get anything going.
Nope.
For Hendrick Motorsports right here.
Chastain's back in the top 10, and look who's in the top 10 now. It's Denny Hamlin. Never mind. No, yeah, now he's in 10th, but yeah.
And this is the most dramatic we have seen the inside line pull away on a restart today.
Yeah, I mean, with the accident and everything, it's kind of got...
Remember, Elliott and Bowman started in 28th and 27th, respectively. Seeing them back up, having made their way up is pretty awesome. My God, we've had, oh my God, a Hendrick 1, 2, 3, 4 last year, only the 4th time in history, and the only time when it was just a 4-car team. Could it happen again today?
ability to push.
I was wondering when the Hendrick cars ditch on each other on the last lap.
Daytona 500 winning that race.
Okay, he's out of the. Hamlin fell back to 14. But now, oh my God, look at this pull away.
Oh my goodness. That inside lane is checked out.
Yeah. Can't believe Chastain. Wait, Chastain had a problem earlier. Like, I don't remember what. No, he had a speeding penalty. That's what it was.
Looking ahead to Dover next week, where Hendrick Motorsports had a 1-4 sweep led by Alex Bowman.
Oh, Lord.
Traveling up there right now. Just lay back.
I think you're right, Clint. They'll do this until probably 3 to go, 2 to go. Somebody will jump out there and say,
Oh.
let's go.
Green is an amazing thing.
My God.
One of these guys that's not in the top 10. Those guys in the top 10, they're fine, right?
Oh, Truex and Chastain both started to
Oh, no, right now it's all single file, apart from the drivers that aren't latched up.
Don't let this going to stay single file till the white flag.
Denny Hamlin went from 4th to the tail end of this group trying to make something happen on the outside.
Oh yeah, Hamlin fell all the way back outside the top 20. No, wait. No, yeah, he's all the way at the back. Back in 20. I'm assuming that's 25th. That's a minimum of 25th position.
Nice 21st.
21st. Oh, yeah, well, a minimum of 25th. So, yeah.
Makes it any harder when that front line is all single file like that. You cannot be door to door. Get yourself situated, get in line, get a pull off.
If this pack stop getting side by side, maybe we can do something to catch the other pack.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, led by Keselowski. I see Bubba, Dylan, LaJoy, Bell. Yeah, Hamlin, they're not in the lead draft anymore.
Unless we can get something here. So we got a few cars working together.
Those spotters and crew chiefs, everybody involved, they see that. They're telling those drivers.
We still have the speed of the
5 to go in the stage. I think Hamlin's. Is he falling further behind?
No. He's good. He's with that pack.
Yeah, but it looks like there's a car lagging behind it. Oh, Hamlin's in 18th. The last car in that, yeah.
You guys talking about drivers getting greedy, wanting those stage points at the end, and Chastain just asked, who is behind me? Which OEMs, which manufacturers are behind me in case Chastain wants to jump out and try to get a little help to go to the finish of this stage and gain a little extra stage points instead of the position he's in. Keep an eye on that.
Allies. Nobody, you see it.
Hey, if we get many cautions, David Gilbert will get back on the lead lap. It's 4 laps down, but we get several cautions, we could be back on the lead lap.
I think looks like that backpack is starting to catch back up. Now up to 4 laps to go in the stage.
There used to be a daily game show hosted by Johnny Carson called Who Do You Trust? And that's what they're playing right now out here.
Well, right here, right now, you can trust a lot of people.
4 cars losing that mid draft.
Trust factor goes out the window, but these guys are working together. You need them early in the race.
If you want stage points, you're going to have to pass Kevin Harvick.
One car, is that Harvick?
Yes, it was a car. Here comes an outside line forming with Kyle Busch right behind, and then Kurt.
Kurt.
That was a good move. Too much drag on the 2 car. Let's get around him. They're catching Eric Jones, just like you said, rapidly.
All right, 3 to go on the stage. Will they?
Here we go. This is gonna be good.
Yeah. Another car moving on. Almirola, he can't.
He can't get up there.
All right, this is getting interesting.
Go to the top to try and pass all those Hendrick cars. Wouldn't be surprised if Chastain or Truex does it. Chastain goes high.
Harvick gets inside now. Okay. Oh God, this might get dicey as we come to 2 laps to go.
Hamlin's like, I want no part of this.
Well, he's all the way in the back. He can't even get involved in it. Right, top 7 broke away, so the outside line has lost some of the some of their gains.
Why are these guys able to pull up on those cars? The reason is those cars up front, they get...
Why are you talking about how they can pull up? You got 2 laps to go on the stage. Concentrate on what's going on, as in the back, people are jockeying for 1 to 3 stage points. Okay, now they're pulling side by side with Kyle Busch in 7th. Jones on the Chastain on the outside. 9th place is Almirola, and 10th is Kurt.
Kurt inside.
Well, yeah.
Outside.
Here we go. Last lap of stage 2 coming right now. Top 5 are still ahead. Well, Kyle Busch leading the outside line. What will he be able to do? He moves back down as the inside line also moves up. It's 6 cars leading the field behind a group of, well, behind the double wide field. Harvick to 7th.
Maybe the JGR duo right here, Truex and Kyle Busch, could do something.
There they go. Truex, Kyle, and Harvick. The old guard. Here they come on the outside. They've passed by Bowman. Will they be able to get to the top 3? Truex moves in behind the Hendrick trio now. Bowman moves back out to 5th. Here they go. So through the tri-oval they go. It's 3 wide behind the top 3. Up. Here they come to the line. 4th place goes to Martin Truex. But Byron wins the stage. Bowman 5th. Okay, so it's Byron, Elliott, Larson, Truex, Bowman, Kyle. Bro, you're talking over me. Top 10 for the stage. Byron, Elliott, Larson, Truex, Bowman, Kyle Busch, Almirola. Checking the NASCAR app. Eric Jones, Ross Chastain, Kevin Harvick. Now they're showing us a replay of the battle for 4th. Look at that. 5th place was barely gotten by Bowman there. Byron wins another stage. Can he pull off? Can he go back-to-back for wins in the first time in his... No, wait. He did not go back-to-back. Can he win his 3rd win of the year? Alright, I'm going to go get dinner. I'll be right back.
Alright.
With personalised attention from an assigned team. 24/7? That's a lot of attention. They're not actually with you 24/7. They're just available whenever you need them.
Oh, okay, good. Because I took an online quiz and it turns out I'm an introvert.
I actually think I'm an introvert too.
Oh no, it's incredibly rare.
I don't think that's right.
Sorry.
Okay.
GEICO. Your claims team is here for you 24/7.
If you've been living with heart disease, reducing cholesterol can be hard, even when you're taking a statin and being active. But you can do hard. You lived through 37 red-eye flights in a middle seat, 11 miracle diets, 42 college campus tours, 4 overseas postings, 1 minor stroke, and 4 citywide blackouts. And now, with Leqvio, you can lower your cholesterol too. When taken with a statin, Leqvio is proven to lower bad cholesterol by over 50% and keep it there with 2 doses a year. Common side effects of Leqvio are injection site reaction, joint pain, urinary tract infection, diarrhea, chest cold, pain in legs or arms, and shortness of breath. With Leqvio, lowering cholesterol becomes just one more thing life throws your way. Ask your doctor if Leqvio is right for you. Lower, longer. Leqvio.
True Stories by real McDonald's customers.
Every morning, I get a coffee from McDonald's and a serenade from Joe.
We were in the drive-thru line, and my son's tooth fell out. Nancy gave him a cup to keep it safe.
It started snowing, and Rachel came out and cleared my windshield so I could see.
My construction crew goes to McDonald's every day. We love Destiny and Andre.
McDonald's crew members are making a difference every day. Tell your crew story at McDonald's.com.
End of stage 2. William Byron leads them on to pit road. Jamie?
wins the third stage of the season. Led the most laps today, too. Said he's just a little bit light on his feet when his teammate, the 9, is pushing him. It's a 4-tire stop here. The 48 has come into the picture. He said the ride of his car, okay, not great, but they'll deal with it. 4 tires there, Vince.
19 of BowserJrX Jr. pitted from 4th, the top Toyota of the bunch of the day today. Just 4 tires and gas region.
Kyle Larson happy with the balance on that car because nobody was pushing him. When somebody is pushing him too loose, and the 9 to Chase Elliott, not a word from him on the radio about his car.
Look at that race off, race off pit road. Eric Jones up 7 positions. Kevin Harvick up 8. Ryan Blaney up 10. And Bubba Wallace up 10. Also Austin Cindric. None of those took tires. Let's see the gal up on Willie B. How about you, Willie B? It's Boyer up the booth. You got us.
Let's see what we do here. I think we can say.
Hey, William Bynes, Boyer, Jr., Mike Joy up in the booth. You got us?
Yes, sir. Got you, Boyer. How you doing?
Man, not as good as you. Fast hot rod. I've grown accustomed to seeing the Hendrick cars fast on qualifying day. Struggle with the handling on Sunday. Not the case today. How about your hot rod?
Yeah, the guys have worked super hard on trying to get us a little bit better, and you know, I feel like so far it's working really good. So just gotta keep that going, keep the good mojo going, and try to keep ourselves up in front. Chase was a great pusher there, obviously, and was able to keep our line going. So thanks everybody on this team for a fast car. Hopefully keep it up here.
Absolutely. Seems like sport and plan. Good luck, buddy.
Thanks, man.
William Byron, your stage 2 winner, has finished top 4 in 2 of the last 3 Talladega races.
Logano. Hey Joey, you can save money if you fill up a Shell if you use Advanced Auto Parts Speed Perks. Dude, I'm way ahead of you. You saved at the pump? Yeah, I saved at the pump. The pump? The pump. You saved at the pump! Woo!
Now you can save at the pump when you shop at Advanced Auto Parts. Learn more at advancedautoparts.com/gas rewards.
Now, it's my turn.
Medusa lived with a hideous curse. Ugh. I mean, the whole turning people to stone thing was a bit of a buzzkill, right? So she ordered sunglasses with Prime, 1-day delivery. Clever girl. People realise she's actually hilarious once you get to know her. Ugh, as if... Well, he was asking for it. Prime changed everything.
eBay Motors has parts for new cars, new parts for old cars, and new parts for cars about as old as I am. eBay Motors has over 122 million parts. That's insane. Get all the right parts for the right prices. Let's ride.
You really can't get much for $5 these days, unless... Is that a real song?
I'm a back.
At USAA, we've been called too exclusive, but we only serve those honorably served. All ranks, all branches, and their eligible family members. Yep, that is exclusive. We're fine with that.
Eliminating grays is as easy as combing your hair. With Just For Men Easy Comb in Color. Just twist and comb. Getting natural looking results.
Let's get this meeting started.
Has never been easier. Most men trust Just For Men.
it's interesting. We talked at the top of the day about the manufacturers and the differences between Talladega and Daytona. Well, among the top 12, 4 Chevys, 4 Fords, and 4 Toyotas. Parity races, it said.
Yeah, I mean, right now the Hinder cars are controlling the front of the field. Can these other guys get organized and go up there and try to break them up? They're in the safest place.
Yeah.
And as you know, so they're staying out of trouble. They're not getting eliminated. The guys that are sort of in the middle of the pack, pushing hard, they're wrecking, getting eliminated. They're losing numbers, Clint.
Right, but I tend to agree with you. They're the first ones to be able to punch into the organization. They got themselves organized first. Don't you think for a second all the rest of those guys out there haven't followed suit or paying attention and trying to follow suit with that? I think you're going to see the Fords find each other, and these Toyotas are going to get that orchestrated as well. That's where the race is going to get interesting. Larry Mack, how does this play out for you?
This is where the strategy could change. We've been talking about them running as far as they
Alright, Hendrick's not lit in front anymore, so this is going to be interesting.
But I think this is where maybe when the window opens here in about 20 to 25 laps, somewhere around lap 145, if you can get a group organized, you come and maybe you beat a caution and you make your stop under green and you get that track position. I think we'll see some varied strategy as far as maybe what might be the final stop, Mike.
Now, Larry, these cars like Eric Jones that took no tires here at the stage break, will they need tires sometime in stage 3?
I've seen absolutely nothing that says tires mean a whole lot of anything. Just keep that thing full of fuel and keep me up front.
Okay, Jones got 2 tires on the previous stop. I can see how this plays out.
Probably BJ McLeod doesn't wish he came in and took those 2 tires. I mean, there's just so many different things that can happen on pit road.
All right, coming to the GEICO restart zone. The last 68 laps or so.
64 laps, 63 to go. Let me go back green.
Let's go.
Kyle Busch with a good push from Ryan Blaney. He might clear Eric Jones. He does. And he's up.
Bully's, but it won't go down. Or Bully? No.
Now Blaney and Bubba Walls could do something. Cindric's back in the top 10 after being involved in the big one.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden here he is. Great push on the restart. Again, how does this race just change all of a sudden? You break up those Hendrick cars, put them in the
Eric Jones has got a good push from Kevin Harvick. He may go back to the lead here.
Leader is now Eric Jones. With Harvick and behind. Yeah.
He's going up to 3rd.
Keselowski? Wow.
That's what they want to do, but it's not that easy to do. When you got cars
you don't like Keselowski.
You just kind of figure that out and make it happen right away.
Yeah, it's not like you can just pull
This
over
curry is delicious.
as you get going. It takes time to orchestrate that. That's where that chess match comes in.
Blaney again pushing really well. Gets that 18 car out there a little too far though.
Yep. 1843 side by side. I'm digging the red numbers on the Interstate Batteries car. And it's on the top. Just like the original.
Big shot.
They're all real tight on the inside. Haven't created any momentum yet, but here they go. Now they're rolling. Kyle Busch able to stay right there on that outside. Keeping that inside line honest.
There he comes.
The only manufacturers that have help right behind them is Ford with the 4 and the 6 on the inside.
It's going to be interesting. He got way far out. You see Bubba Wallace pushing hard on Blaney. Both lines are connected. What happens when they get to Kyle? It looks like the bottom line's kind of faded a little bit, but that's something you've got to be careful of. Don't you get yourself too far out. Gives these guys a big run and an opportunity to go to the lead, which is exactly what you see with Blaney.
These guys on the outside, Blaney and Bubba, they might as well be teammates, good friends. Going to help each other a little bit. Will the 12 side draft a little bit? He gets down there, tries to make it happen. 43 that fills that hole though. Right back to the bumper of the 18 car. Now the 43 is going to try to push this 18 clear again. Bubba's trying to get to that back bumper of the 12. Once they get straight, he's going to lock on and push into turn 1.
But from a racer standpoint, what we're seeing right here is what I love.
You know what I kind of wish they still did?
Super speed
I wish they were in a race, they raced back to the caution.
Those Hendrick cars on the front,
Especially on the final lap.
The way they do that, they're trapped, if you will. now you've got the 18 and Blaney trying to figure that out. Running up front is drastically different than it is back in the pack. You see those cars attached. That car is extremely fast. His teammates been able to do the same thing.
Blaney to the lead at Dega.
Bubba seems to be able to get right back to the bumper of the 12 and giving great pushes all down the straightaways. The best we've seen this outside line performing in a while. Just shortly after a restart, they're going to work hard to try to stay up there. I think if the 12 and the 23 both can clear Kyle Busch, they'll both pull down in front of him. But until they can both clear, I think that the Blaney will stay committed on that outside line with Bubba.
Blaney is the driver to lead today.
Now that they pull down in front of this 18.
What's Bubba going to do now? And he's going to pull down.
There they go.
He will.
Right to the bottom.
Blaney does as well.
What do you gain by doing that?
Well, the 2 car has so much damage.
Elliott was in the outside line, I noticed, and now that line has lost some momentum.
To get around this 2 car now. He's just going to slow this outside line down with that drag he has on the right front.
Yeah, I really looked for Chase Elliott to kind of, spit him out right there, and he didn't as he picked him up.
I don't know if
Great point, Dale.
Chase might not know just how bad the damage is.
If he didn't now, he does now. Or didn't then, he does now. I promise you, his spotter was thinking the same thing when he didn't make the move.
Look out.
Hey, we need to go. Get around this guy.
They're all over this 2.
Yeah.
So draggy.
I didn't even realize Cindric's damage. Some of the cars are
everybody's quitting on this outside line.
because Cindric is holding everyone up.
Yawed out as well. Get up.
Cindric was caught up in that melee at lap 90.
Yeah, Cindric's damage is holding up.
Chase Elliott's going to have to make a move. We're going to have to get around.
There he goes. He slides down.
The spot right there
Right.
between his teammates.
And look, 5, 9, 24 all in a row from 8th to 11th.
All they need is Alex Bowman, who's 3rd in the outside lane.
Here comes Mark. I'm going. Big time speed difference there. I mean, look, it's 10 mile an hour difference. Huge mile an hour difference. But if you're Cindric, you don't want to be leading that line. You want to be the guy second in line. You can't do anything with a broken nose on the car, but you can certainly push very hard.
57 laps to go. Ryan Blaney, the 12th different leader today, out in front of last fall's winner here, Bubba Wallace.
On the front lines, every detail is critical and every second counts. That's why Verizon Frontline is built for 5G to help enhance situational awareness and
Jesus. All right. We're back.
Ryan Blaney's Ford leading 2 Toyotas. Eric Jones Chevrolet, then 2 Fords, another Toyota, and then 4 Camaros in a row, 8th through 11th.
The whole field single file now, and this is when it gets really interesting for those guys at the very back of this pack.
Yes.
They get dropped off because of the drag that this car has. We just saw J.J. Yeley lose the draft. He's dropped off. And the next guy starts to look in the mirror and panic a little bit. That's Noah Gragson. And then Austin Cindric with the damage to the right front. We know he's got a lot of drag from that. That could expel him from this line. And then the next guy, Alex Bowman. One of the guys that was controlling this field early in the race, or just a few laps ago, is in trouble too. So I think even if I'm Alex, I know I'm not the last guy right now, but I'm getting a little nervous.
Well, what is this phenomenon with this new next-gen car that the last car in the draft at Daytona and Talladega has trouble staying up there?
It's so much drag on the car, and as you run up on the field, if you do any type of lifting or lift too much, your car doesn't recover as quick. You see the gaps right here between these cars right here on the screen? They'll close that up, and the next thing you know, you got 5 cars between you and the next car.
I think another part of that equation is the fact that this car, this sounds weird, but it almost eats the air and forces it underneath the car. It doesn't just push a big hole in the air in front of it and have that huge draft coming off that car in front. I think that has a lot to do with it, that diffuser underneath of the car.
You can see right there at the very back of that pack, a little bit of distance between each of those guys. They're starting to get a little nervous. Cindric's about to lose this draft. If he's not careful, him and Noah both are going to lose this draft.
Yeah, bad scenario for Noah Gragson, and he knows that 2 of Cindric has that damage, but if he pulls out and goes too wide now, he's in trouble anyway, so hopefully they stack up in front of him, and if they ever do, man, I would make a move to try to get myself in front of the 2.
You know, guys, when you look at Ryan Blaney, our leader, let's go back to the stop at lap 107, next to the last caution. Jonathan Hassler, he took a minute and a half, and he worked on the splitter of that race car where it had that damage. He got the 4 tires, so that meant the end of stage 2, they came in and dumped 4 seconds of fuel. So a lot of things led to him being up there leading this race.
Sure did. Teamwork, strategy, great call, and we all knew it. We need track position, and he's doing a well of a job keeping it behind him, too.
And the second Ford in line, Kevin Harvick in 5th place, Regan.
Like we talked about at the start of the race, how much Kevin Harvick was struggling, then found his way up to the front. I checked with the team, said, hey, how much stuff have you guys had to change today to make sure that that car is good for Kevin? Said they have not changed a thing. They heard the same thing I did with him talking about how bad that car was. Said this is just like 2020 when Kevin won all those races. Start the race, he'd say it was terrible. Next thing they knew, they were up front with him.
Riding on board Brad Keselowski, who's right in the middle of his top 10. Last year, Brad had 2 top 2 finishes, a win, and the 2nd place. Sitting in a situation right now where I think he can't point his way into the playoffs. This is a race where he comes to, he's got 6 wins here. Could break a tie with me and Jeff Gordon by getting a win today and also punching his ticket to go to the playoffs with that 6 car. I think he knows this is his chance besides the Daytona race later this year.
You know, it's funny you said that. I agree with you. We talked to him before this weekend leading into this, and he said, I'm going to need to find my teammate pretty fast. That teammate got damage on that deal, the 17. You know, obviously Chris Buescher is damaged, going to have to find another ally, another Ford. Who's going to push me? Who's going to stick with me at the end of this race?
49 laps to go. When we come back, the pit window opens to be able to make it to the end.
All right.
No side-by-side this time.
No.
Oh, that's the camel.
The rewards program is here, and it's delicious. One international bank pancakes and start earning tan coins for free food. Only for
The hard part about streaming it for Talladega is is that a lot of people are going to be doing it.
Say that again?
Right now, streaming day Cup Series, there are a ton of people who are going to be doing it as well.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance, so you only pay for what you
The only good car insurance commercial.
Yeah.
Are we married to Mutual? Only pay for what you need. On the front lines, every detail is critical and every second counts. That's why Verizon Frontline is built for 5G to help enhance situational awareness and improve police response. Verizon Frontline, the advanced network technology for first responders.
Love sports.
And we're back.
Is sponsored by Ford. Built for America. 46 laps to go in Talladega. Still 25 cars on the lead lap, led by Ryan Blaney. So let's take a look at today's Credit One Bank ones to watch.
I'm looking at Eric
It's a good time to win a race.
I'm looking at a
Right
Hendrick
after
car.
last win. Win number 60 came for Kyle Busch in this 18
win as
last
a team
weekend. He made it
every
back into
time.
that one, but he's not good at this time. Kyle Busch is my man.
Well, Clint, I've got my eye on Eric Jones in that 43 car. Qualified 16th, but I love what his crew chief Dave Ellens is doing. He is separating himself from the leaders as far as strategy. He has only changed right sides twice, left sides none, and he quietly has three top 10s the last 4 Talladega races. What a great thing would be to see the 43 car to go to victory lane.
That's called the ones to watch. You can pick more than one guy, right?
What?
Oh, yeah. So I'm going with the 2 guys that won here last year, Brad Keselowski and Bubba Wallace. Not because they're good at this, but because they
Dale Jr. exploiting the linguistics.
They will win and punch that ticket.
Well, Junior, I didn't get the
That's
memo.
hilarious.
More than one car for this. So the one I'm watching is going to be Kevin Harvick. I told you a few minutes ago the team said this feels a lot like 2020 to them when they won all those races. Kevin Harvick gets it done today for the first time since 2010 at Talladega.
I mean, you
How'd
could.
you guys leave me with the leader? Ryan Blaney has 2 Talladega wins in the last 5 races here, and he is still smarting over that finish at the Daytona 500, a race he could have, would have, maybe should have won. Ryan Blaney out front right now, and those are your Credit One Bank ones to watch. You know, you're a great commentator, but a lousy guest. How'd you get to pick 2?
Yeah, man.
I make my
I thought you was just going to take the field or something.
I thought being the guest, you could pick 2.
All right, well done.
You guys are so nice.
You know, he used
Happy to have
linguistics.
you here, and thanks to Brad Zager of Fox and Sam Flood, that's right, NBC, for having that conversation.
That's hilarious, though.
Glad to have you here today.
You know, Dale, you obviously brought light to those guys at the back. You know, Austin Cindric.
43 laps to go. We're in the final quarter of the race.
Some separation with even a 5-car of Larson and throughout the field, not just sometimes to the back.
Yeah, I think that's when you get nervous if you are that guy at the very end of the pack, because if you see that gap, you know that gap's going to close, and that means they're going to pull away from you. Can you also, if this 5-car moves forward,
Looks like the top 7 are pulling away just a tad from the rest. That leaves the Hendrick
And we did
guys
not steal
behind.
Dale Jr. from NBC. He is still their lead analyst, and their coverage kicks off Sunday.
Lead analyst. Take that, Jeff
Yes,
Burton.
Super Speedway all the way to the end of the season and crowning a champion.
But who's going? Wait, did they say who's going to be the guest announcer for Dover? I would wish it was JJ, but he can't because the IndyCar race at Barber Motorsports Park is on at the same time. Let me check Twitter. I bet Jim Otter will probably say it.
Mike, he's such a historian and he's been around for so long. Seen the sport in so many different ways, but it's fun to work with you two, Clint. Having raced you all these years and we partied together.
Not said
I
yet.
think the biggest thing for me, having you in here is, your background in this racetrack in particular. It takes a craft to figure this place out. And
No traction compound at Dover.
Of how that's going to orchestrate, where it's going to come from.
His 5-car, you see the little gap there he's got to the car in front of him. Let's listen to some of the radio. So they're trying to figure out what's going on. We hear the spotters when they're side by side, bumper to bumper. Let's see what the spotters are giving them now, if there's any information coming at all.
Well, we've had his radio open. Kyle known the spotter. Quiet.
Yeah.
Kyle knows what's ahead of him, what's behind him, and what the job is right now.
We got a couple of cars jumping the outside line, way back in the very back.
Get back off at 9. I think 24-1, and then broke off about heading back to the 34.
Kyle's been flying back and forth to Florida, racing a dirt late model. All-Tech Speedway. I think he had some suspension trouble last night. Kept him out of the running, but chasing some money down there in Florida on the dirt.
Back here you see Bowman on the outside, Haley in the 31. Got a few guys jumping up in front of him. Denny Hamlin's like
I didn't realize, we got a second line forming.
I like this action. And then more cars.
Whoa!
That was almost a crash. Chastain for the second time today.
Yeah.
Waited till the last instant to jump to the outside and got away with it.
You're right, Mike, but you're not going to get away with those for long. That run comes that split second, inch quicker, and that was a
Here comes the outside.
Led by Chastain and with Hamlin behind.
For Ross and so the 11th
Bowman is in this line too, as well as Kevin Harvick.
It's not really a block at that point. Now
watch
watch
the
the
next
one.
one. Yes. Here they come. I think I'm going.
He kind of hesitated. You could see he was thinking about it, but he did it so late. He needs to do it a little bit quicker. So it's not such a shock to Danny, not so frustrating for the driver. You want Danny to push you, right? Not be frustrated about the move you made.
Well, that's it. You don't make friends that way by jumping at the last instant, do you?
Well, the biggest thing is that you lose trust. Right. And that's what you can't have. When you lose the trust in that guy, you get down to the closing laps on the money when the pay window opens up. That trust factor goes out. They'll go around you or not with you.
We know Ross isn't interested in making buddies, but Denny's sending him for a ride right now. Denny is a very aggressive pusher. He's very, very good at these plate races, as we know. He's like, all right, you want some of this? I'll send you around this racetrack off the nose of that 11 car. He can make it pretty uncomfortable for you, but you're also going to be going places.
Might look for a 6 right here, riding along with Keselowski. Might look for him to make a move up there, getting in front. I need some track position.
One thing I do like about Denny in these play races is that when the cars get lined up either on the bottom like they are or at the top, he's one of the first ones to say, I ain't doing this.
He is, without a doubt, the most impatient one, because you're right. In single file, he's going down, dipping down low. Usually you have everybody up high. He'll dip down low, get him a couple of spots, one at a time, and get to the front.
He just don't want to ride. He's ready to race.
New leader, the 23 of Bubba Wallace, as he pulls out to join the outside line. Left car on the top of the track.
I think that caught Blaney off guard.
1, 4, 11, 6, 10.
Team that's going to jump down in front of Jones.
Yep.
And we got Racy all of a sudden.
Less than a lap. Less than a half a lap. Goes from strung out to boom. Race for the lead.
All right, it's Wallace's old ride.
There's a car that goes into the pits. What car was that just pulled in?
It was the 43 behind Bubba.
No, in the pit road.
Larry from your calculation, the pit window's been open for the last 11 laps, but no tickets.
Bubba stuck 3 wide. He falls back. There's a car behind. Oh no, he's never mind. Kyle Busch got forced 3 wide, and he's gonna fall out of the points or whatever. Jones back to the lead. He hasn't won since the 2019 Southern 500.
Well, if we can get anything on his radio as to what happened, whether that was by design.
2.5-year race winless track could finally end today for that 43
Not to mention, he hasn't. Yeah, what? 200. How many wins? How many races the 43 has won? I know the last win was Almirola 2014.
Yeah. I think that's what.
Look, I'll do the math.
Right there. Not sure, but
it sounded like it.
Yeah.
All right, 7 winless seasons in a row is 252.
I think he said a curse word. We just got the back end of it.
Yeah, we had to do a little adjustment.
270.
So it's definitely the ladder. What expected
Plus,
by Ross Chastain.
yeah, 200. This is they've gone 279 race winless streak. That's right.
Done that before. I've had that moment and comment, as a matter of fact, Dale.
He's trying to get that. He's still trying to work back to the front. Let's watch this happen here. He just went up the track or got maybe.
So looking at Jones in points right now, he's doing rather well for what the team has been able to put out. He's 19th in points.
He needs these points.
Kind of surprised to see some balance.
Points wise, 16. He is.
Blaney wiggling a little bit there behind 43.
Here comes Bubba!
But the push from Blaney is just too much.
Yeah, but sorry, yeah, Jones pushes Blaney out.
Like Jones right now, I want a Ford behind me. I think that they are the most comfortable car pushing you, right? If you're going to get pushed, what kind of car do you want pushing you, Clint?
One that I can trust. One that does a good job, But, stay on that for a second. In Daytona, we kept seeing guys get in. Keselowski, let's just
look at the cars in the top 10. Bubba has not won. Jones has not won this year. Blaney hasn't. Chastain has. Harvick, no. Hamlin, no. Keselowski, no. Almirola, no. Haley, no. Bell, no.
A bit more grip in their cars, or do you think it's just the fact that Talladega's got more real
Huh?
estate?
That's a good point about the
I forgot. Hamlin did win. Oh, yeah, you're right. How I forget.
Everyone learned a lot.
So 2 cars in this top 10 have won. 8 have not.
This thing's out of control. I can't take.
We're halfway to filling up the playoff grid.
Because they're pushing me, I'm about to wreck. You've got to fix that. Everybody went to work on it.
Oh.
And give these drivers credit.
Look who's behind Chastain right now with Denny Hamlin. Bubba Wallace in the lead, moves up to block the top lane. All right. We're going side by side. It's better than nothing.
Racing isn't all about the numbers. Like 162 Cup wins.
Our 3 Cup Series championships.
How about those 3 Daytona 500s?
It's about the thousands of bumps and bruises. It's the millions of fans from the endless rain of confetti.
God damn. Looking at somebody's already working on the DNFs. So 13 cars out of 1/3 of the field is out of the race. Cindric just asked for a leg brace for after the race. His leg. Oh dear.
Bubba went up to block.
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, no, sorry about that.
Cindric asked for a leg brace after the race.
Who asked for a leg brace?
Cindric.
Oh.
Also, Busch, every fucking time, Busch got shuffled out of the front few cars. Ross Chastain hung me. Fuck, I hit my fucking jaw. Different Busch brother, it's still. Fuck! I am fucking there! All these
was our laps down in front of me?
Laps fucking down.
Yeah.
So I can't believe how Jones has not changed left side tires the entire race.
Calm down, let's get some points here.
150 laps on the same tire. How do at Talladega, 150 times 8/3. He's gone 400 miles. Wait. 8/3, 1,200. Yeah. Jones has gone 400 miles on with the same tires on the left side of the on the car.
That is impressive.
It is impressive. He's changed his right sides once.
the tires. Top 5.
All right. Kyle Busch, we need Toyota to win. Ford needs to win. Like, ever since Daytona, Xfinity Series they have 0 wins. The Truck Series, they have 2 wins. Cup Series, they've got 2 wins. Chevy and Toyota doing everything else. Truck Series has had 6 races. Xfinity has had 9, so 10, 25 races, and Ford has won 4 of them.
Less than 30 laps to go.
Yes, less than 30 to go. Oh, cars, the pit road, they're pitting.
Is that some of the Fords?
Yes, Blaney, Harvick, the white Keselowski, Cindric, another car I can't see. All right.
So one of the hood pins is.
But it's could decide it if we
right above that grill. But since this isn't a caution, they said just leave it. Let's take tires and fuel. Dig it.
Ryan Blaney couldn't go anywhere earlier. They fixed that damage on the nose, though, and got him track position. He has been really happy with that car since. 2 tires.
Hold your breath time now for those 4 drivers who stopped, hoping.
One car, looks a couple cars didn't get out with their team, with the drivers they went with. Who got speeding?
6 did get busted on entry.
Oh. Keselowski speeding in first section again. Pass-through penalty. You hear what I said?
And the 23 of Bubba
Keselowski speeding on pit road again.
Typically does in these super speedway races.
All right.
To lead laps, running top 2 the last 3 super speedway races. Balance has been pretty
No mistakes, Hendrick. No mistakes, Hendrick.
Good speed all day long for Eric Jones and good strategy by crew chief Dave Valance. 2 right side tires and that's it for him. Kyle Larson.
They're really gonna go on left side tires the whole race.
That's about 10 cars all coming off pit road in a bunch. They'll be able to line up.
was the first one out, I
This
believe,
part
on
of the
pit
race
road.
with pitting under green.
I can
is such
see
a
that, yeah.
stressful situation for
6
the drivers
cars
who
left
want
on
to pit
track.
road and get off
LaJoy,
pit road.
Kyle,
All
Truex,
around
Kurt,
him.
Bell, Gregson.
All right, Corey LaJoy is going to bring this group to pit road, including the Toyotas. Jamie.
Kurt Busch has done a lot in his career, but winning here is one thing he's never done. 0 for 42. His car been pretty
Kurt's never won at
decent today. He's
Talladega?
working up front
Wow.
with his teammate for quite a while.
Take
off the windshield
yeah.
for clean vision. No tires for the 45 minutes.
He told Martin Truex Jr., don't slide it because we're not putting tires on, gas only for Truex again.
Kyle Busch a little bit bouncy with that race car earlier on in the race, but no comments about that lately. 2 right sides is all for him.
Right sides for Busch and for also Jones. And the Toyota. Oh! And Busch and Jones collide, leaving pit road.
Bell!
In the wall.
It's so important. You want to get
I don't
in
know.
line
Bell's
and trying to-
Bell spun coming off of.
Busch got beside
Yeah,
him.
so Kyle Busch and Eric and Kyle Busch. Yeah, because I said Eric Jones, I got confused. Yeah, Kyle Busch. Oh fuck. It's, yeah, Kyle Busch sideswiped Bell, leaving pit road.
In the back, we got a caution on the race.
Caution! No, Hamlin leads.
A lot of guys needed that.
But Kyle Busch seems slow.
I'm sorry. A lot of guys needed that.
Oh, never mind. No, he's not. He's just in the back.
You know, that would have been big. A big help. Didn't get
But
it.
look who else is at the front. Hendrick Power, Larson and Byron in 2nd and 4th.
Did knock the toe out on that left rear. That independent rear suspension not quite as durable.
And who else is in the top 10 but Corey LaJoy?
And it's Denny Hamlin leading Kyle.
His best finish was 5th at Atlanta.
Liam Byron, Ross Chastain, just for him.
Right behind me.
And that pack is still trying to form up. The first
Rivals from last year, though. Frankly, they haven't been doing. Neither driver has been stellar this year.
They go into turn 3.
With Hamlin being 23rd in points and Larson only 9th in points. Look, you got your. Well, don't we all? It would lock him in. It would lock him in the playoffs definitively.
You have to think that he might get it once things start to get a little busy here in this race, and he won't be in that pack to be caught up in it. So still a good shot for him today to get a great result.
I would need some magic from 2024 $500 good luck.
From that contact. In the lead pack, there's an 8-car breakaway. The rest of that pack have now formed up single file.
All right,
Trying to run them down.
8 cars in the front from Denny Hamlin to Martin Truex Jr.
Right there with
Looks like LaJoie caught up to that pack though.
An organization
in 9.
You see Keselowski serving his penalty pass through.
Castrol cam showing you Keselowski coming down at pit road speed.
And he's going to be on his own.
2 penalties today, none so far this season until today.
Something tells me something's going on there. Maybe some weight transfer getting on his swing and locking those front tires on the
It looked like he can get the car slowed down when he charges into pit road.
10th place, Austin Dillon. No, yeah. He's catching up to that pack.
Doesn't seem to be anything wrong with the rear suspension of that car.
We have 24 laps to go. Kyle Busch has settled back at 19th.
Austin Cindric.
This race is really jumbled up. Again, teammates can't find one another. Manufacturers are all over the place.
Well, it's a Toyota, 6 Chevrolets, and another Toyota in the top 8.
Making a nice omelet here, but when do you want to start trying to find your teammates?
Well, I think that the moves are going to come from in the middle or the back of this pack. You got Hamlin up front with his buddy Larson. I think they're pretty content where they're at. So is Eric Jones. He knows he's not going to get any help from Byron. Byron's going to go with Larson wherever he goes. So all the work or anything going on is going to start happening in the middle or the back of the pack, Clint.
Well, those guys have they have the track position that everybody in the back needs. They're trying to get up there, having to do something. Let's get out of line. Let's do something. Find our allies. We got to get that track position the boys have. Got to get away from them. But to answer another part of your question, I think that equation has changed over the years. I used to have it down pat back in the RCR days. 50 to go. If I was back there riding and had a different approach on the day, 50 to go, I wanted to start going, getting myself in position. Even that last pit stop. When you come off that last pit stop, whether it was 2 tires, some sort of strategy, if I didn't have it on the racetrack, help me. I need something to get me up front.
I think looking in the middle of the pack, Bubba Wallace is probably a good choice as far as cars to pull out, make a move.
But Bubba has no friends with him, that is, no Toyotas. You see the makes looking down the running order, and there's Bubba in 11th, and there's not a Toyota nearby to help.
I don't think
there's mud on Bubba's camera.
Cars back there that are going,
or is it his windshield? Whatever. Same thing.
He's running around clear at the back of his pack. Somebody pulls out and makes a move, you can count on him going with you. 10 car right in front of him, same boat.
22 laps to go. We'll take our final side-by-side break.
Final break!
At Talladega with Denny Hamlin leading.
Assuming no overtimes.
Expectations come with the territory. But raising expectations, that comes with determination. Pushing ourselves further, lifting others even higher. And knowing that recognition isn't given, it's earned. Ram, J.D. Power's #1 brand and new vehicle quality.
Oh.
America, I got you.
We told Reggie Miller Wendy's will get...
Earlier, Gilliland had lost his diffuser. Oh, Lord. What else? So I saw somebody say something funny. Like, yeah, Black Flags Matter said Bell is so irrelevant they called him Jones.
Coming up.
Huh? Coming up? Less than 20 to go. Coming to the last 10% of the race. Light beer. Go play that giant, Kenny G.
Please let it rain right now. 3 years, 99% chance of storm in 5 minutes. Okay. I want Denny to win this. I want him to go the distance. Don't ditch on me.
We're back.
As Denny Hamlin takes them around Brad Keselowski, who had to make a penalty pass through.
Up front, we've got a battle for the lead.
Up.
The 5 car gets
Larson in the lead. Hamlin left out to dry.
right to the back. Where is Hamlin? Then he's looking
Sorry,
at
man.
the 45. Kurt Busch gonna lead
Kurt
the
Busch
the 11.
gets him in. He helps his boss.
That was interesting. Those lap cars always do sort of shuffle things up a little bit.
Always, you get that pole.
Also, Justin Haley right now in 5th.
Look at the run he had. Really didn't have a choice.
I'm proud of Kyle Larson for taking that run.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of times he probably just sit right there in a great position with 18 laps to go, but he took an opportunity. Jamie.
The 45 at Kurt Busch, they had just asked him right before that, do you remember the magic number to make the move for the teammates? So he said 10-4. Now on the flip side, his teammate, the 23 of Bubba Wallace, they just told him on the radio, don't save anymore, you are good to go. Go full fuel, and when it's time to make noise, you make some noise. Bubba's trying to win for the 2nd time in his career.
Well, the Toyotas were all together until just now. Yeah, Bubba Wallace came to the outside.
He's back in 16th now. Yeah, Bubba lost. Oh, he's going to go follow the back of the pack. Probably settle in the 18th. Probably going to settle in 18th or 19th. Larson has never gotten the top 5 at any super speedway races.
For him to take in that move, he always gets beat up on these. Not even a top 5 ever on a super speedway. Move like that, gotta get you one, Bill.
That's right. You got 5 Chevrolets right there in the top 5, so he's got a lot of help, a lot of stability, dependability behind him as he takes us down with 16 to go.
Another lap car up top.
So this is a tough situation for Jones. He knows that if he pulls out a line, the 24 is going with the 5. So Jones is sort of stuck. So now you got the top 3 stuck in that position. Don't know that we can depend on Chastain to be that loyal. He may get that run and move out. What do you got on the one, Vince?
Well, he's certainly in a good position, and they like the position he's in right there with the rest of the Chevrolets. He may not have made any friends today with others, but that group that he is with, he almost will have to have a friend to go along and go toward the front. But with the Chevys up in front of him, it shouldn't be hard to find.
Chevrolet positions 1 through 5, all the way back to the 31 of Justin Haley.
I've changed my mind on where the run's going to come from. You're right. Chevrolet's 1 through 5. Right after that, Hamlin, Kurt Busch, and Truex. 3 Toyotas in a row. I feel like the run's going to come from
15 laps to go at Talladega.
He'll make an aggressive move, and I think that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, he knows that.
Looking at the winners so far. Larson, no. Yes. Jones, no. Byron, yes. Chastain, yes. Haley, no. Hamlin, yes. Kurt, no. Truex, no. Dillon, no. Elliott, no. 4 winners, 6 non-winners in the top 10.
Yes, sir. And for Eric Jones, he needs Chastain or Haley to pull out to have somebody to go with to beat the Hendrick car.
I'm going to tell you, Eric Jones, sometimes being the lone wolf deal is a good thing. You can know that nobody's going to go with you, so you make them go with you. You put yourself in a scenario, put that guy behind you in a scenario where he has no choice. Now this formulating on the outside, that'll shake things up.
We're trying to figure out something back here on this outside line. These guys are getting together and trying to get something going, but they just can't create any momentum. There's a lot of contact, a lot of pushing, but they're going nowhere.
Yeesh. A couple more cars on the trying to make something work on the in the back on the second line.
Straight away. Back up front, still single file.
They're trying.
See that momentum walking off into the set on the outside. 18 really pushing hard on Almirola.
Oh,
Here
look
comes
here.
the 12 and the 9.
They jump in front of Eric Almirola. Chase Elliott.
That 12 was pushing hard earlier in the race. Look at the momentum.
There's energy here.
Elliott.
That's tandem.
Look at that. Elliott and Blaney. Look at that momentum.
Now Chase Elliott needs to back up to him. Will he try? Because here comes another Ford pushing hard.
Maybe this way another Hendrick car makes her way to the front. He hijacked this.
Hamlin had room to pull out in front of those two, but did not. Earlier on the radio, Hamlin said, "This car is dead in the draft. You pull out to get a run and it stops."
You've seen that Chastain make a lot of bold moves, a lot of blocks.
I don't know, too soon.
Maybe.
Here's Eric Jones' radio.
13 to go. But the Blaney Elliott combo is, holy cow! The Blaney Elliott combo working wonders through the turn.
That 12 of Blaney can get right to the back.
Like Elliott is now all right by Haley.
Will anyone jump up in front of Chase Elliott? Look at her.
Another car. It's Byron.
Coming up here to get some of this action.
And there goes Jones. And Larson as well. Chastain leads the bottom line. Larson drops back down. Now it's Larson and Jones side by side.
Right now, your best friends are where you find them.
The lines have equalized as we come to 11 laps to go at Talladega.
Well, calculated moves now. You pull up and make a block on somebody, you need to be making sure that that's somebody that you want behind you or in front of you.
Another someone trying to make it 3 wide on the outside.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Ooh, they might just get shuffled back. I can't see who it is.
A lot of times you need some help making. That spot that's been watching this, that eye in the sky, he can.
It looks okay. Bowman tried to leap out and he got shuffled back.
Christopher Bell. They'll be coming up the lap hill.
All the lap cars. Here's Bell on his own.
Some opportunities and some challenges for this lead group.
Well, naturally that inside line is going to draft up to him, and then now they're forced to make a move.
Jones got a little loose. He keeps it straight. Oh Jesus! Oh Jesus! Oh Jesus Christ!
Almost right.
That was too close.
Yes, it was.
And the lap car does not present an opportunity to shuffle things.
Oh! Bells right on the bottom. Man, it looks so dicey. Looks like no, never mind. Looks like nothing.
When it comes down to the end of this race, you gotta be able to get
Justin Haley up to third.
Now, second and third,
If he backs into another win, I will be fucking.
In the Xfinity Series, racing and had a lot of success together on super speedways.
Yeah. Let's just ignore the fact that Haley is like Bowman in that he backs into a lot of his wins.
Nobody's done this better. Good at making those decisions. You hang with Chastain, stay on the bottom, and the next time that run comes, you go and
You just need to control the lead. Get in front of the line that's moving. Right now,
Looks like Haley was peeking under. I don't know why.
Up in front, do not give up that bottom right now.
We're at 10 to go, coming to 9 to go.
Continue to control this inside line.
First is clear, Jones. That JGR train's gonna come in a hurry.
If you're not leading this race, whose car would you want to be in right now?
Oh man, I don't know. I think running second.
I was gonna say that's an easy one. If he ain't leading, I want to be the next one.
Yeah, I think I'll be want to run second. Haley is an interesting choice here because he's won a lot of races on the super speedways in the Xfinity Series. Does have one in Daytona in the Cup Series. And he's a sort of a must-win to be able to punch his ticket to the playoffs. And he sits right there in this position. This is his role. This is what he does every time we race in the Xfinity Series. He's like a top fiver until the very end. And boom, he gets up there and he wins the race somehow.
That's what's so exciting about this race. So here comes a big push on the outside, 24 into the 43. That Eric Jones is in the same exact conversation that you just said with Justin Haley. He needs a win. It has to happen.
I mean, Jones is 19th in points right now. Only, let's see. I think he's 26 points away.
A little lift on this inside. That's good for the outside. They're going to try to get a run down this back straightaway. Byron in the back of that 43.
8 to go. 7.5 now.
Slack in the chain, as I call it. As soon as they start to get the slack in the chain, you got to check up, lose your overall momentum.
Slot inside.
Big push.
Inside right now, a little disorganized right there. Jones coming back strong on the outside.
Indeed, he is. Haley keeps pushing down, leaning down, which freaking me out. Another car going on the pit road.
Yes. Chastain make a block. I don't think so. I think he stays in it, but if you decide to open that door to the inside.
Outside line, getting win, but Chastain doing a big push. On the outside, at least, looks like. Because now they're going to accordion back.
Right behind
There's the outs. Yeah, look, comes Jones and Byron. Byron pushing hard down the back stretch. Through 3 and 4 with 7 to go. Will one of them clear the rest? Now,
they're very comfortable doing it in daily.
Oh God, I can barely contain myself.
It's where they used to pull out and over the track that all the motorhomes into the infield, go to the boulevard, go to the party. There's actually kind of ruts in the track, and those guys don't like being tainted over that.
At the line, I can't even tell who would have. Teddy, 279 races without a holy crap. The 43 got loose.
I want to be in that one, Dale.
Yeah.
Woo, she's loose.
Every time that 24 gets in the back of that 43 wiggles, I am nervous for those guys. Because the pushes are going to continue to get more and more aggressive. Down this back straightaway, they got good organization. Off into turn 3. What does Eric Jones do, though?
The push by the 24 to the 43. Holy crap.
I would think about it.
Yeah, I would too.
Jones, Larson, and Chastain on the bottom.
A 43 car stuck on 199 wins. If that kid can get that 43 in victory lane for the 200, that'd be a big day. Big.
Not to mention the fucking left side tires that have survived the entire race. New leader, Eric Jones.
Go with the momentum. Go with the momentum.
He can't. No! Stay up! Stay up! Ah! Holy shit! He saved it. He tried. There was an opening, but he missed it. But he went back up to save it. Holy crap! Okay, you know what? I can't keep track of this top 10 anymore. Elliott has moved up to the third car in the top lane. Oh my lord!
They're both broke up.
Now look at the separation though, back to the 9
something
car.
happened behind the 9.
Oh,
not great.
Watch
Jesus.
this momentum.
Oh my
9 and the
god.
12 coming
Looks like the
hard,
inside line is going to have organization. Yep. God damn, man. This
They all have the same feeling.
coming to 4 laps to go at Dega.
Go for it. Money's on the line. 4 laps to go.
Oh
Nobody
god.
can be harder than that 24 car.
Now 24, yeah, he's been pushing the hell out, the shit out of Chastain the last 6 laps or so. Yep.
Both lines pushing. Alright, the inside's organized.
Chastain to Larson.
Down into turn 3. Outside's going to try to rebound.
The top will start surging here. Top will come.
Oh my lordy.
So uncomfortable. Big run down the front straightaway. Kurt Busch to the middle, 3 wide.
He's got help from the Toyotas.
Danny in trouble, falling back.
Oh lord.
He's going to bust up the whole back.
Oh lord. Kurt Busch low. Holy shit, they're almost 4 wide to the turns. Holy crap. Oh my god. Okay, Elliott almost in the wall. Holy shit. That went badly for some of the Hendrick cars. Larson and Elliott and Byron. Top 4 are breaking away. Jones, Larson, Chastain, Kurt. We've got 3 to go. I'm just gonna put this away for the end.
Larson had a run. He committed to the back of his 43 car. Coming to 2 to go.
It's been
Chase Elliott trying to get the outside together, but they are all jumping.
it's been 93 races since Eric Jones last went to victory lane. It's been 280 races since his team went to victory lane. 2 laps to go at Talladega.
So what do these guys
They're
do?
single file
The runs won't be
a ways back. How did Byron make it way back to 5th? Oh god. Lap car on the bottom.
No runs for anybody just yet.
6 Chevys, 2 Toyotas, and then back.
Oh my god. Oh god.
And Truex, can they find each other, those 2 Toyotas, to work against these 4 Chevrolets?
Still seems like it's going to be settled right here amongst
All right, here we go. Coming down to the tri-oval. White flag is out. One more time around Talladega. Can Jones go to the victory lane for the first time in 91 races? 92 races he's gone winless, excuse me. Here we go. Now the moves will be made.
Justin Haley gets out of line here. Austin Dillon goes by.
Is it too early to go off?
Still single file back to Austin Dillon in 7th. Outside line forming with Justin Haley. Will anyone join him there? William Byron has joined on the outside line. That's going to make him fall back, though. Here comes Kurt on the outside. Oh, he gets spun on the line. Now it's the front two, Larson and Jones. Kurt Busch and Chastain side by side. Jones getting away. Will the field have a run on him, just like 2019 fall? Here comes, holy shit! There's a crash on the inside. It's Chastain to the checkered flag. Ross Chastain wins at Talladega.
Ross is the boss.
Unbelievable.
Just kept it straight. Everyone else went everywhere.
Well, he was able to. The 5 move, making that
And
move
we got
to
a,
the outside.
all right, top 10, Chastain, Dillon, Kyle Busch, where did he come from? Larson, then Truex, Jones, Elliott, McDowell, Bowman, Harvick is our top 10.
Wow.
God damn, Bubba crashes on the final lap, unfortunately. My God.
He makes it, man, when it comes
Oh my
to
God.
it.
Yeah, he is.
The right ones at the end.
Our second, oh God, like, and how many, yeah, Kurt Busch crashed at the end, so did Bubba, so they're 16th. Great, Kurt, 23-11, and Denny Hamlin finished in sequential order there, 16th, 17th, 18th.
Let's go all the way back to 3 laps to go.
Holy crap.
And show you Kurt Busch shuffling things around.
I knew Jones was in trouble as soon as he was out on his own coming to the tri-oval. That sucks, though. It was so close. Chastain right now is 5th in points.
But then those 2 Toyotas were able to get together. But what could they do? Here's the last
Excuse me,
lap.
he's 8th in points.
Eric Jones with a chance.
But see, Kurt Busch pulled the 1 car off of the 5. That gave opportunity for the 3 car to get on the 1. Here comes a huge push to the 5 of Larson. What's he do with it? He goes for it, gets a massive block, as you knew you would. Almost turns Kurt Busch and everybody else. Open the door up around.
They were 4 wide coming to the checkered flag.
Talladega, baby. Eric Jones went up to block, made the right move, but ended up 6th.
It sucks for Jones,
Great car,
though.
great job by him.
Chastain becomes the second driver to completely lock himself in.
You heard his spotter tell him, don't get too far out. Well, it's too late now. I got to go.
4 wide at the finish. Austin Dillon finishes 2nd. That's the 3 car finishing 2nd 2 days in a row here. Jeffrey Earnhardt and Austin Dillon.
I told you, it's like he just held it straight. He didn't do nothing. All those other guys were all over the place, and he comes sailing through.
He had a lot to do with it, though. The push that he gave the 5 made the 5 make that move, and it just opened the seas up for him, split the seas.
I wish it was Jones, though.
He's just sitting there going, well, I can't believe it.
I can't believe that happened.
Yeah. That's what he works in Talladega sometimes. You just gotta sit there and don't do anything wrong. And
Trackhouse with 2 wins right now.
The 43 car not making the top 5. I can't do a great job. Eric Jones, strong day for all of them. 43 camp.
Chevrolet 5 of the top 7 spots. Toyota's 3rd and 4th.
Wait, I didn't wait, huh? You can knock out the hood flaps, the roof flaps?
10th.
Unbelievable.
I didn't know you could do that.
I never would have thought that they would have came into the sport and had this type of success.
Yeah, we had a top 10.
Makes you
Track. Who? What do you mean?
Let's count how many laps
Hamlin's
Chastain
18th.
led today. One, and the only one that counts.
Larson with a 2nd consecutive top 5 finish, I think.
Such a fun racetrack to win at. You work so hard mentally and emotionally.
Noah Gragson finished 20th, Castle finished 19th, LaJoy in 14th, Haley in 12th. Oh, watermelon time! Let's splatter some watermelon!
He is an 8th generation watermelon farmer.
I am not Ross, I am Melon Lord! Bwah, ha, ha, ha. Smash that watermelon! And in Alabama style, I bet it was the sister of the watermelon that he smashed at,
Great job.
Yeah.
Pitbull will be
Yeah.
proud of that show. Is proud.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Just 2 wins already.
Regan Smith is right there.
Ross Chastain with his patented watermelon celebration. Ross, you were, as he enjoys a little bit of that watermelon.
Is that
right now,
Travis?
Ross,
No,
you were
who's
let
it?
down at one point in this race. Talk me through the crazy last lap. You stayed on the bottom. Things just opened up for you, and it worked out perfect for your second career win.
Holy cow. I'm always the one going to the top too early and making the mistake, and there at the end it was like 8 to go, and I was like, I'm not going up there again. I did that a couple times today, and I was like, I'll just ride in the bottom. If it works, like, I'm not going to lose the race for us. I'll just let them. And this Moose fraternity, almost 1 million Moose members across the world and the country. I know there's some out here in Talladega to win with the Moose on board. They've been with me for a few years now and supported me everywhere I've went. And I have no idea. They kept going up, and they just kept moving out of the way.
You come to Trackhouse Racing this season. Could you ever imagine this amount of success this early on in your tenure here?
No, Regan, are you kidding me? You know me. I've wrecked myself so many times and gotten into it with guys. I probably got watermelon seeds. Well, this is a true seedless. Am I good? Would you tell me this time?
I would definitely tell you this time.
Yeah, I mean, Justin Marks and what he laid out for us was ambitious, and I had no idea, you know, what to expect other than I knew I had my group from last year. I had Advent Health, the Moose, now with Worldwide Express, and Jockey coming on board. We've got partners. They're believing in us. We started the year with a lot of races open. We're almost full now, and it's because of the vision of Justin Marks. Pitbull Armando, we won, dude!
Pitbull!
That's awesome.
No one Eric Jones, I'm guessing.
Well, and on the other side of that celebration is Eric Jones. Such a strong run today. Where did it
That
go
team
wrong?
has been great. Has honestly been very
The
good.
last lap, right? I mean, it's typical here. It's been close here so many times in this race and the fall race, but U.S. Air Force Chevy had good speed. Just felt good to be up front, but you know, coming there that last lap.
It's really just Chevrolet. The Chevrolet satellite teams have been on fire.
Doubled up behind us, and that top lane was getting some momentum. Looking back, I wish we would have stayed on the bottom and let the one push. Man, I didn't realize they were coming with that much speed. But you try to defend on the 5. You're too far ahead already right here, and obviously a defense on the 5 kind of gives a.
How did Larson not crash?
It is what it is. You're trying to just.
They kept it. I can't believe he
so much
didn't.
is going on from the
Kept it
seat.
straight.
You're trying to make the best decision you can in the last, 1,500 feet. But happy to run up front, lead laps. Just really would love to get to 43 victory lane. I thought today might be the day. All day long we were fast and had speed, and especially being up front there at the end, the last 10, I knew we had a shot, but just couldn't quite close it out.
6th place doesn't tell the story for Eric Jones. Jamie.
Good God, Eric
And Kyle
James.
Larson brings it home fourth, like 32 laps today.
Larson
You
wearing
said
his
when you got
home
out of the
uniform.
car, made a mistake. What would you have done differently?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I did a pretty near perfect job for me at a super speedway until the
He got his first top 5
lap
finish
there.
at a speedway though, super speedway.
Yeah, I should have, I think, just kind of faked going high and then went back low. I had that run, and Ross helped me with that run, and it kind of baited me into going to the outside. So just a little inexperience probably there, but really proud of my team. We did a great job executing all race long. The car was great. I feel like we could push people great. I feel like we could receive pushes well. So, yeah, like I said, really proud of them.
Ross is offering like part of the
Honestly, the first time
watermelon.
I've had a legit shot at winning a plate race in the Cup Series.
That's hilarious.
Happy about that. But when you are that close, and I was in the exact
All
position
right.
I wanted to be in, I didn't want to be leading. So I feel like I did
No
a
sub
good
goals
job with
hit,
patience and stuff.
no
Just
view goals
made
hit,
one
but it
small
still was
mistake
a
there
great
and,
race.
cost me win.
I don't know. I'll probably be back for Dover. I won't be doing any reactions for Darlington. But hopefully you all enjoyed the stream. Thank you, Fireball Hamlin, for coming out. This is BowserJrXD signing off. Have a good